Daryl. My name is Daryl.
Well, Daryl, would you care to summarize?
Yeah, okay, so if I'm gonna be real, I fucked up. I fucked up pretty bad. We were exploring. We'd had to find the girl. You know, I use my magic. I found her. This is what I do.
Yeah.
And turns out, you know, she's really not that special or lucky or whatever. Somebody had the wrong idea. Some dumb goons, you know, just took a girl, and that's as far as I know. But then we also, you know, we met the skeleton guy, and I decided to make him feel better before I figured out what he was. Lesson of the day: figure out what people are before you help them. Don't just help them.
Classic lesson.
And now, you know, there's this temple with a lich who's like, yeah, you know, I got my groove back. And, you know, but also nothing ever changes in Barovia, so...
We actually trooped back to Valaki.
Oh, yeah.
With the party, went in, you know, did a little shopping, did a little rest, and Daryl turned in his quest.
Did I get paid?
You have to go to the Esper service now. You have to sign contract.
Okay. Is it in Valaki or is it outside of...
Definitely not in Valaki.
Okay.
Whatever city you wish your character to have originated from.
What's the general landscape of the world at large?
Faerun.
It is Faerun?
Yeah.
Okay.
It has to be a city.
Yeah.
Like, it needs to be a city.
So
yeah.
I'm not... You know what? I'm from fucking Waterdeep.
Cool.
Oh, nice.
Works for me.
Oh, that's where, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about it, but I'm from there, and I know everything about it.
Yeah, your character.
That sounds like a place that characters should have accents from.
Small town that is rebuilding itself after centuries of the reign of the cursed Strahd. Little do they know.
But also because we burned shit down.
It's coming back.
What's that?
But also because we burnt shit down.
That too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Partly recovering from the reign of Strahd.
Half of the job.
Recovering from the curse of the party.
Yeah.
I mean,
curse of Strahd.
But he,
curse of the
you know what?
party.
He invited us here.
I was gonna
so
say,
it's really
yeah.
the curse.
He
literally
spread his
kidnapped
curse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For the
It's
express
his fault.
purpose of fucking with you until you died.
He inflicted us on the rest of the world, you know?
Oh, God.
Yeah, it was, I mean,
That
Valaki was just collateral damage.
Okay, so, you know, in Valaki,
Anything you'd like to do? Places you'd like to see? Oh, you wanted to stop by Mr. Victor?
Yeah. Has it been 5 days?
Sure.
Okay.
Where's my downtime?
Sure.
I seek out Victor then.
Victor is, as usual, holding court on the steps of his partly rebuilt mansion. The stone's a little higher than the last time you saw it. The mortar still fresh. It seems like there's a long way to go with this. They're building the shell now. Hopefully the interior will come with time. They seem to have cleared all the burnt log carcasses away. All the burnt beams and detritus. So it's shaping up. There's still some scorch marks on the steps. They're not really sure what they're going to do about that.
Jesus, what did you guys do to this place?
Victor recognizes you immediately. He's been waiting for you to come back anyways. So sort of lets you cut the line, beckons you into the sort of half-finished remains of the house. He searches through his piles of papers, eventually finds the spellbook that you gave him. He says, Now look, a lot of these spells, they were more powerful than I can cast. I'm only beginning. But it looks like there's a spell here that would suit you. It's some kind of eldritch magic. He hands you a scroll.
Was it?
Level up. No.
again, level 12, only Ghost.
Nice.
That won't stop me.
I used to play in a campaign, or my old DM.
Oh yeah, no, I don't take no for an answer.
For
anymore.
character death, used to punish you by having you be a level behind the party.
That's
yeah,
cool.
that was what my other DM said he will have us do.
So when you just get knocked down unconscious, or fully
no,
die?
when you die and you
But
make
you can
a new
come back.
character.
Oh, but the new character.
if you make it
level behind.
Yeah, if you get a new character.
Oh, okay.
So that way people don't just like new character die.
Okay, I guess that's fair. I mean, that's pretty much what we did when you think about it. Whenever someone got a new character in our campaign, they were like so far behind in experience. They're basically a level behind.
What scroll did you get?
It's only gonna be a first level spell because I can only have a first level Warlock spell.
Damn.
How does Witch Bolt sound?
Yeah, sure.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
I think I
That's
have
aight.
that in here.
Well, you can
yeah.
do like a guaranteed
Yeah, I
D12.
think-
It's good for guaranteed damage. Yeah.
All right, thank you, Victor.
May I read it?
You are welcome. Please don't burn
Hey.
down my mansion.
Hey, brother Victor.
We'll try, but I cannot, guarantee.
So cool.
We're a pretty rowdy bunch,
He's
you know.
kidding.
No
He's
shit.
kidding.
Yeah, I am kidding, of course.
Sorry, what's your name?
I
don't
would
believe
never-
we've met.
I don't think we've met either. Victor.
Victor, nice to meet you. I'm Daryl Doucet.
Hey.
Daryl.
No, sorry, no, it's Daryl Doucet. I'm sorry. It's Doucet, not Doucet.
It's suspicious
forgot
that
You'll have to excuse my friend here. He's been drinking a little bit, you know.
You know, his flask never runs out. I have to take a little bit.
And said, hey, I'm Joy. I just like to say I wasn't a part of setting this place on fire. Or if I was so drunk I don't count. So, that gives me legal, abstination or whatever you call it.
Sure, we'll say that.
All right, thank you, my man.
Yeah. No,
Victor's
no
very
trouble.
understanding.
It's very nice to meet all of you. Those of you I haven't met yet. Small person,
You know,
big
Don't
people.
call me
I don't
small.
really remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know me, I'm a
Fucking
crap
get
guy.
him.
Oh wait, no, you weren't there for that. Ignore that.
Don't think too much about any of this.
Wait, my father died decrepit.
Has
Wait a
Meph,
minute.
has Meph met?
Yeah, I think I met him before.
Yeah,
Not in my current state.
You might have
but-
Right.
silently stared at him through your mask.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
as Meph tends to do.
Without eye sockets now.
Alright.
You look changed. Some of
Yeah.
you specifically.
What do you mean? I always look like this. I also always sound
Actually, I've
like
never
this.
met you before, so.
I always got this under the
Context,
mug.
This is just who I am.
Yeah, this valley has had a little bit of an effect on some of us. So we were while the clouds are clear, we were thinking of just hitting the old dusty trail, as they say.
My scouts report that the mists lifted and anyone can leave the valley
Yes.
if they so wish.
I recommend
fuck.
you have as many people do that as possible.
Yes, there is a limited window until Strahd comes back and the mist.
Well, do we
with
know
him.
that? We might have
He's
just...
not coming back.
We may have been given the text outside of the game.
No, we know.
Wait, how did we learn that?
The
the
Boyo
necro-
told you.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. We're good.
Yeah.
We're good.
Boyo told you. Victor says, sort of scoffing, "You killed him. He's never coming back."
That's
Yeah,
what-
sure, good luck with that.
That's what he wants you to believe, but this is. Never mind. We will go now. They're. I'm pretty sure it's just a Westworld situation where they're just
Yeah.
like.
I remember from the Max of my dreams that I don't think we can. Strahd's completely dead, right?
What?
As in the Max that like what I heard.
He's coming back so that this
That's what it was.
I understand. I understand it now. This game, Curse of Strahd, is every campaign that ever takes place in it is canonical.
Okay.
Because it always happens over and over and over and over.
Okay,
and over
okay.
And over again.
Got the cycles thing.
Yeah. So like every game that everyone's ever played has been in the same universe, which is
Oh,
cool.
that's pretty cool.
Which
That's
is
pretty
cool.
cool. Yeah.
Mhm.
But like,
But then
like
we
any
released the
set of
evil
players
deities.
could replay it.
right. You'd be like, oh fuck.
We were
I'm
the
back.
group
So we gotta
that
leave it to the
released
next
the
boys to
deities.
do
Yeah.
it, basically.
You just like walk up to Madame Eva. All right, fucking card reading. Let's go. I know what I'm fucking doing this time.
No, you just know where
Yeah.
all the spots are, and it's just like
You just go piece by piece.
You plot out like different RNG paths.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, except the spots change when
Yeah.
every time.
Where
Every
stuff is,
respawn,
but you know
basically.
where the things they could be are.
Like, I just imagine the man in the black hat from Westworld just like going
Yeah.
around and just like collecting the scalps because that has the hidden puzzle in the games.
Is
And
that
just
like
like
a
really
G-Man
good.
from Half-Life type situation?
Either that or you kill Strahd, or
He's-
you're about to kill Strahd, and you're like, why? Why do you always come back? He's like, fidelity. You're just like, no!
Oh man! Oh,
My
man.
god is stronger than all other gods. Chris Perkins.
He also makes typos.
You just get back to Strahd. He's like, the most potent thing these damn cretins will let me have is grape juice.
Please, when you kill me next time, bring something stronger.
So, yeah, Strahd's definitely not coming back. Sure, enjoy your time. But, in the off chance that he does, there's this place up in the mountains. There's a temple. It's got a lot of statues and ambush and generally bad people in it. Don't go in there.
Got it. Wasn't planning on leaving Valaki, so thanks.
Yeah, keep
Don't
doing
send
that.
people to go figure out what that is.
It ain't worth it.
It's just a lot of bad.
No traveling.
What'd you say? Sorry. I didn't hear you.
Don't even send scouts to figure out what that is. It's bad news.
Got it.
Yes, the Amber Temple should be hidden away as well as you can from your people if you want them to survive. Just saying. Because we're pretty tough, and we almost didn't make it out. But anyway, we're going to leave Barovia now. So,
Yeah, we're gonna get out.
I wish you all the best. I also wish my mom would stop not coming into my room without me. So, I hope you all.
Don't we all? Don't we all?
Adam Driver.
I would like to do something.
What's up?
I would like to blow a spell slot to cast Sending, so that I can talk to Bonnie.
Yeah. I always forget what her voice is. It's like,
Hello.
Operator.
Operator, hello. All right. I got my note card so I can
Her
read
name-
out my 24
Oh,
words.
yeah.
her name is Dottie. Yeah, that's
Hey, Bonnie.
Bonnie.
It's Daryl. New voice. New me.
Good.
Now down to
Need
business.
job completed last. Please bring me a cannoli.
Make it a chocolate cannoli. Make it
Bye.
a chocolate cannoli. Have you got any more words?
Two cannolis.
Oh, thanks, man.
Oh, Bunny,
Was
after a
he
moment's
good?
pause to collect your
Well,
thoughts.
whenever I'm the
You do
verbal
sending.
somatic component for sending is this.
Is ring, 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 ring. So that's the verbal
Yeah.
saying ring,
The
ring.
ring.
Ring, ring.
Yes, that's the verbal somatic components for sending.
You're like, I don't know what this even is.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Daryl, I'll deposit your payment. You got a new job. Waterdeep. Ask for Thug at the Blue Angel. You sound even worse than before. Fucking come home. Cool.
Jeez, tough break, Daryl.
What
Fucking
about?
come home is the nicest thing she's ever
Wait,
said to
can
me.
can we hear what she said?
I think only him.
No, only him.
Okay.
But
Oh.
we hear him saying that though.
It's like,
That was
wow.
the nicest thing she ever told me.
She sounds like a
Did
fine
you get an
dame,
update on
Daryl.
the cannoli?
No update on the cannoli.
Oh fuck!
Oh,
Damn.
To be fair,
That old broad.
it's totally within her character to ignore the cannoli.
Yeah, I assume.
It's like Daryl's full of shit.
she's ignored a cannoli in her time, I'm assuming, you know.
Leave the sword. Take the cannoli.
God damn it, Daryl.
Please make that a T-shirt, someone.
Yeah, that's a
Okay,
good one.
okay. You know, I was feeling. I don't know why I was feeling sad about losing Daryl's old voice. This just opened so many more doors.
does.
Oh man.
Here's your note.
Oh yes.
Your sending note.
I'm gonna save these. I don't know where, but I'm gonna.
So, in the town of Valaki lies your carriage that you stole from Strahd. You can use that to travel.
Repossessed.
You
Repossessed.
can walk. You can, I don't know, hire a carriage.
I would like to think as we drive away in our carriage, the music from Grand Theft Auto San Andreas plays. Boom 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 boom.
Imagine.
You know what I'm talking.
Yes,
like,
I know exactly.
Mission pass, respect plus. You know.
Is this like an end credits type deal, or are we just traveling?
Do we need people to pilot the horses?
This is
This is like an end chapter kind of deal.
Oh,
This
Okay,
is
yeah.
like this is like
End of
the
the story
beginning
arc.
of the episode they clean up and then they're traveling and the credits plays while they're traveling.
Okay,
and,
that's
and
what I
then
imagined.
and then they show up somewhere.
It's like the one episode where the credits are at the front of the episode.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
God,
Dun, dun,
The
yeah.
credits just scroll by. It's all me.
Yeah.
It's like written by, produced by, key grip.
It's like Tommy Wiseau
Best
in the.
boy.
It's like Tommy Wiseau in the room.
Oh my. Best movie.
Oh god.
Someone needs to make a
And then it's
character
like,
named Mark.
also
Lady,
special
Lady
thanks
Watcher,
to the players.
Adam. Guard,
That's it.
Adam.
Just the
Guard,
players.
Adam.
players.
Not even our
Ghost,
names, just
Adam.
like the players.
Ghost, Adam. Ghoul, Adam. Ankeg, Adam.
No, it's like a thing of like Ghoul 1, Ghoul 2,
Ghoul two.
Ghoul 3,
Yeah.
Ghoul 4.
Strahd.
Strahd.
Skull one.
And at the very bottom, Victor.
In loving memory of Victor. And you're like, wait, Victor died?
We gotta go back.
Yeah, he died.
Turn the horses.
We kind of saw it coming.
Oh shit, yeah, that's why they wrote his character out, man.
Oh no.
Or it was a union issue. Some of the characters, some of the
His actor was
NPCs
making
tried
too
to
much
unionize.
noise, you know.
Yeah.
You were debating against yourself.
Yeah. So some of them tried to form a union. The rest of them beat the other ones out.
Oh my God.
Kicked them out.
I don't know
So
right now.
Gangs of
though.
New York style.
don't roll the metal one.
No, I picked up a plastic.
Okay,
glass.
good.
That's the only way he can get good rolls, Dad.
Yeah.
Is if he puts
His
own-
money in jeopardy.
Gotta risk it for the biscuit. Come on.
All right.
So we lost
how
him.
far? So like we poof out somewhere.
Well,
like the mists are far. Like,
Are we gonna
So
have to roll
the mists are
for
rolling.
encounter
Do we-
for on the carriage?
Do we need someone
Possibly.
to pilot the animals? I can do that. I talk,
Possibly,
I
though
talk
your
good animal.
directions are necessary. Those of you who are proficient in survival.
Yo.
Nope.
We got a
No,
druid
no,
victory
no,
pants
not
over here.
surprisingly.
Oh wow.
Druid.
Yeah, it's like me not being proficient in nature.
I don't have
Yeah.
proficiency, but I have a +4, which is the same as my proficiency modifier.
Jack, I just realized, like, I was saying, yeah, I think Joey's gonna lay back and drink while you figure out where we're going. I realized it's just like Japan. I just kind of chilled back. So, yeah, I'll just let Jack figure out where we're going.
Yeah,
'cause he
yeah.
can read
It really would have
everything.
been complete if I had like a leash.
I
But,
pretty much just feel like, yeah, make sure I don't get lost anymore.
You want to put cat ears on too while you're at it?
yeah.
yeah, I rolled
Why
a
not?
12
No.
in survival.
A 12.
Yeah.
Cool. You determine you're in a mountain near the mountain range called the Sword Mountains. It's on the coast of Faerun,
Oh, I know.
north
what
of
that is.
Waterdeep. Between Waterdeep and Thornhold, to be precise. To your west lies forest called the Westwood. It's a sort of smaller area.
Let's go
much
there.
less interesting than your native home of the High Forest. But you know that on the other side of the Westworld is a road. Having, I would say that Cedar, Ghost, those of you who've traveled around Faerun know these things in general.
Yeah, so we're between Waterdeep and what was the place? Sorry. I'm so
No,
sorry.
it's fine. Thornhold,
Thornhold. Okay.
two coastal cities.
All right. So you got a new job
My
from
Storm
Bonnie.
King's,
Oh
Yeah.
fuck yeah, dude! I can go get.
I'm gonna go.
I just realized like that would be 1,000.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to somewhere called the Blue Angel. Ask for Thog.
The Blue Angel.
Yeah.
Where is that?
It's in Waterdeep.
Waterdeep. Oh, that's
Ooh.
perfect. We're right near there. Yeah, we just need to go.
I can go for some old water deep gumbo right now, if you know what I'm saying.
Is Waterdeep New Orleans?
That's
I
what
think
I'm,
it is,
That's kind of what I
actually.
honestly
Okay.
wanted.
Yeah.
So that's what I
I'm
was
so
hoping.
down.
It's just like New
fucking
Orleans
down.
with a big ass mountain right next to it.
Yeah.
Plus like New Orleans with a little bit of like Bravos because there's like a giant statue
Yeah,
standing over.
yeah.
the
Okay,
river.
so
It's-
my hype was already elevated.
I know, that's what I'm
But,
feeling
well, I
Waterdeep.
think I'm past the ceiling at this
Yeah,
point.
yeah.
We're in Waterdeep. I don't know.
We are still in Valley.
We're in the
Barovia.
Valley. All right.
And
We should head north though. No, yes,
west and
west.
south.
That, yes.
Sorry, I didn't describe that. Waterdeep was to the south and Thornhold to the north.
That's okay.
And there was a road on the other side of the forest to our west.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So we should really get out of this place quickly then.
I'll just keep an eye out for things with a passive perception of a lot.
Yeah.
Nothing escapes your notice. Nothing at all.
Well, there's also a field for passive investigation, and that's even higher.
Okay.
Oh, I forgot about passive investigation. That's like a newer. Or I like only just now saw it on D&D Beyond.
Yeah, I didn't know it was a thing.
Yeah, me neither.
It's on my character sheet, but I
I'm
never
fine
knew
if
what
we
it was.
elect to
No.
not use it.
There's like a
No, I mean,
perception,
it's
investigation, and
interesting.
I
insight.
have passive insight.
Oh yeah, there's that too.
Of
I don't know. I think it's 16.
We can use it if you want. I mean,
I'm pretty sure it's 16.
kind of how I roleplay the passive stuff is like if you're actively searching, then I make you do the roll. Where it's like if you actively want to find something, you're like looking through a room, you have to do the roll, and even if you get like 1, that's what you get.
Mm-hmm.
But with the passive stuff, that's like if you're walking down the street and something's suspicious, like out of the corner of your eye, if you have a high enough passive perception, you're
Okay.
like something suspicious.
I am super down. So
Yeah.
I've been in that temple, Seems like a couple of weeks. How are you holding up with fucking being in there for 100? Like, do you even have a life now?
I was gonna say, do you have a family or something?
No, I was kidnapped when I was young. I grew up on a ship.
Dude, that sucks.
Well, I mean,
So I'd just like to get back to somewhere where there's ships.
I
Oh.
think,
Like
I think
Waterdeep.
Waterdeep's a port city.
Waterdeep is definitely a port city.
Yeah, there's some boats.
Port
Sounds like-
City. I like port cities. You got lots of sailors, you got lots of alcohol, and
And that's it.
Yeah.
It's my understanding that port is a type of alcohol, even.
You might say
It's-
you might say that Waterdeep is important.
Oh my god.
Come on.
Yeah, for
I
some-
was living up to that.
Adam.
For some reason,
How long were
I
you
lost
sitting on
all my
that?
cleric abilities because I have no more
Crazy,
faith
dude.
in God. So
I was gonna say, ooh.
Right?
You're like, if God thinks that's funny, then I'm just.
Yeah, exactly. What's the point of my existence at this point?
So what are you thinking? Just be
And then that's charisma
just be
modifier.
small and get on a
Don't
new.
call me small.
Don't you are small? How can I not call you small?
How
Would
good
you
is
call
it
this-
fast?
Would you prefer the
You are
term
also
little
smaller.
person or
That's what I'm
or is it, if that's offensive entirely?
Wait,
that
what?
is okay.
I can
Oh,
lift
no, don't say
more
that.
than
Just glad
Maybe
at
a
you.
a lot of you, so don't.
I'm
Maybe.
I'm
don't be
Bart.
too mean.
I'm sure. I'm sure. How much can you lift by that? Do you?
Damn.
600 pounds.
Shit.
Oh shit. That's a whole meat right there.
I don't think you can lift
You
it.
know what? I'm just carrying my masculinity. I don't need to check.
You
You
can't.
know, like,
Prove
like,
it.
and also, I'm
Prove you
afraid
can
she's
lift
probably
it.
gonna be stronger than me, so I'm just gonna, back down a little bit
Let me
here.
see how heavy I am combined with all my objects.
What's the
It's
What's
strength score times 15.
No, I meant like she's gonna try and pick you up. Like, what's the
Yeah,
lowest for that?
I'm trying to find out. So luckily I keep detailed track of my inventory weight. So I have 136.8 pounds on me, combined with my
186.
290 pounds. So 290 plus 136.8
Is well under her
440.
threshold.
Yeah, that's 437 pounds basically. So if you can carry 437 pounds.
Which would be very impressive for a tiny gnome.
Don't call
No,
me
I
that.
think she just
Yeah.
put him on her shoulders.
Yeah.
She just walks like under his legs, but then he like kind of crouches down.
Yeah. He has to
Yeah.
bend his
Yeah, yeah.
his knees backwards so he doesn't drag across the ground.
Yeah.
Feet up.
Oh man.
You're like Cedar's head height is now lower than usual.
Okay, I gotta
Oh, yeah.
admit that's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
You are dense.
Yeah, that is quite a show of strength there.
Holy crap.
Can you throw him?
I don't
Guys,
know.
this gnome is fucking cut.
Improvised thrown weapon.
Firbolg. 10d6s of bludgeoning damage.
Oh, is that right now, or is that
The-
440 pounds of Firbolg in
Wait, can you actually let us know like what's your strength?
Yeah, I have 109
Plus 5.
right now. Oh yeah. 'cause
Oh,
he's-
so
Yeah,
it's like the
plus
20.
Yeah.
20 plus. Okay,
20 times
so
15, that's 200.
That's funny, my rogue has more health than my paladin.
that's just
It
300.
says her
Doesn't have to be
push,
for 20
drag,
pounds.
and lift is 600 pounds.
Honestly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that works.
Okay, then yeah.
Because I put three
I'm a
Most
believer.
important.
Yeah.
I think that's 20 is the most.
My push, drag, and lift is just over 200.
Okay. Well, one thing I know is I count as one larger size when determining carrying capacity as well as pushing, lifting, and dragging. I need to go to the
Is it-
PHB to
Is it based off of your strength modifier?
your
carry weight?
score, not your.
A score, yeah.
Hang on.
I can do 480 for push dragon
I probably have pretty high because I got that 20.
Yeah.
Okay, are we just like shoving boulders at the side of the road? So
Well,
you can-
you're sort of on the carriage arguing about who can lift who, holding each other off the edge of the carriage. I can lift you, see?
Ghost doesn't say anything.
Ghost is just like,
Hey, Ghost, how much do you weigh?
come on, Ghost, you want to get in on this?
No, I turn
Why
invisible.
not? I fall off the carriage from being.
Yeah.
We catch
seem
you, though.
like a nice lady.
We're like
so I'm
that,
gonna
like
ask
by the
you
leg.
how old
Thanks,
you
guys.
are and how much do you weigh?
Do you really want me to answer?
I mean, I'm interested in the sheet.
Go start
Okay,
speaking with 3
22.
voices.
You're 20. Oh,
110 pounds.
You're so young. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Hey, we're just a bunch of youngins over here. I think I'm like 19 actually.
As you're drinking.
Yeah.
Wait, you're 22?
Yes.
Oh, nice. I
You're
can push
22.
dragon lift up to 600 pounds.
Daryl,
How are you?
I'm fucking 19.
You're 19?
Yeah.
I wish Aasimar.
All my constant drinking makes me appear a lot older than
Like
I am.
mentally,
You know,
like
I'm pretty sure I'm
physically,
destroying my body
whatever you are,
here.
yeah.
Great.
We're
You said
learning
there's
so much
wine in
about
there,
each other.
right?
Yeah, a little bit. I can
We're
refill
level
it.
10. How have we never asked each other our age?
We just never got around to it. We're too polite, you know.
Yeah, wait, how old are you, Ghost? Oh,
22.
of course. Oh,
Do you even
Ghost,
know-
I was
How old are
afraid
you?
you might have been
Oh, I'm
30, and I was
50
afraid
years
of
old.
offending you.
Do you even know what you're doing?
No. Neither does Joy.
And
Who
you
am
have
I?
all
Do
you
you
have
know
all this power,
That's
and you
alright,
don't
I'm
even know what you're doing with
175
it.
And I don't
How old,
Hey, you know.
How old are you, Daryl? Aside from your time spent in the Amber.
I'm in my 50s.
Oh, okay. Oh, sweet. I'm 50 myself.
I can't. You know,
Bunch of
this
old
is gonna
gramps
sound
over
super
here, my
racist,
rackles.
and I'm older, so
They
it is
can-
kind
they
of
can hold
okay
their
for
own
me to
there.
be racist. But it's really hard for me to tell with you people how old you
For
are.
how
Oh,
long?
I'm sure.
Matt, how old are you?
To be
23.
Yeah, see, we're just a bunch of cool kids over here.
to be honest, I
We'll
really.
be sent to the kids' table.
I
To
know.
be honest, my people tend not
Okay,
to
how
care
old
about
are you?
that.
Honestly, I feel like these two condescend to us a little bit, you know.
Okay,
Just
well, I'm starting
pick up
to feel
the
a
big
little
old age numbers.
Well, with that,
You want me to refill this real quick?
Wait,
Oh,
the Amber
shit,
is
do you have
75.
one? Okay.
I left it in your room, yeah.
Oh, God bless.
I'll
Yeah, I was
return.
stuck in the Amber for 100 years.
Well,
God bless you all as you trundle through first forest and then onto a paved road. The paved road continues.
Mind if I just
Yeah,
break this
crack
bad
that
boy
shit
out?
open.
Awesome.
The paved road passes through a small town where there are pavilions set up and a feast being laid out. But it's clear that this isn't Waterdeep. It's a small town, luxurious villas lining the streets.
Yeah, okay, I'm tired of being
Could
on
I-
this cart with these
Trees.
fucking kids.
Can I
Oh,
surmise?
hey.
Can I surmise where we are as Thornwood? Or,
no. You two are
it's
the
not Thornwood, but
exclusion.
you could surmise.
You know, and I don't know how old that other kid is. You know, the
That
one
this is the-
with the dark hair and the dark leathers, and he sneaks
sorry.
around a
They're
lot.
This is the town of
Farro,
Amphale.
rogue, you mean?
Yeah, I mean, he's
The
really
one-
quiet.
Amphale.
He seems to be
Or-
sleeping.
Ant- is that
and,
Amphale?
I'm pretty
Oh,
sure
no,
he's
it's-
around.
Oh, yeah,
uh,
Amphale. Yeah.
I think he's part of the kids. I
Alright.
think he's in his 20s.
It's because he's like able to hide from everything now, so we just can't find him.
Yeah, well, he's hiding.
Where
actively
is he?
hiding. He's actively hiding right now. We can't see him.
Who? Oh,
God damn it.
Shade.
He's
hiding
Pharaoh,
underneath
that-
the
God,
seats.
he's too many rogues.
He
Too many
is a
rogues.
superposition of all three.
He
Yeah.
said something about visiting an old friend. No,
Yeah.
some sort of tiefling.
He's muttering in his sleep about killing kings lately. I'm really concerned about him. I don't know what's going on.
No, I am interested in the feasting. I would like to get a drink.
Yes. I'm sure there's an inn.
I mean, I pull the cart over. I gotta get away.
We're
from
making
you
great
people right
time
now.
though.
Oh yes. We should. It's been how long have we been?
Yeah, I'd say it's late afternoon.
Okay. So it's been a few hours. Yeah.
You departed
Sure.
about midday.
Okay. Yeah, we've had a couple hours rest. Let's get the horses some water. You
Do they need
you guys
water?
need some water?
The horse turns
Oh, yeah.
to you, sort of.
He can speak to them.
Yeah.
I know they choose not to speak to him.
Oh. Well, you know.
I am absolutely imagining the horse from Tangled.
Except all black.
Yeah. Well,
Just
well, I mean, they do have the expression about horses.
Oh, we did steal
being-
them.
Yeah.
and they're also Strahd's horses, so they're like too edgy 5 me.
Yeah.
Maybe
Also-
we can change it.
If there are any horses that you would ever lead to water and they would not drink, it's these guys right here.
Are they normal horses?
Yeah.
You two.
Solid. All right. I'm in it.
Anyway. Oh.
What the fuck did I do to you?
I know they're being vulgar with us at this point. Let's just.
I
leave
cast
it here.
Hold Horse. No.
What a specific spell that Daryl has prepared for this eventuality. I don't doubt that.
Anyway, let's. There's got to be a stable boy around here. I search for a stable boy.
You're in a town that seems to have almost no services of any kind. It's all
They're just feasting?
It's like
enormous
it's like a market,
mansion.
I
This
think
is
you
like a
said.
0-horse town.
Oh,
This
wait.
is like a rich suburb.
That's a
Right.
lie. It's a two-horse town.
Got you.
Well, now it is.
Yeah. It will return to
Hey,
being
how
a
do you
zero horse
handle
town.
snooty people?
Well, as long as they don't.
You don't know. I'm worried. If somebody insults you, are you going to beat the ever living shit out of them?
Only if they call me small and they don't think I can do shit because I'm small.
I always believed in your capabilities. For the record, I apologize.
I don't want you to beat the shit out of me.
Also,
Exactly.
so these enormous villas are surrounded by groves of trees.
They actually hurt
Some
someone.
have farms staffed by people in brown sackcloth clothing. Other manses are have well-kept enormous lawns. Others, enormous hedgerows block any view of the manse. As you wander the streets of this town, trees closing in above you, you find nothing in the way of services for a weary traveler, provisions of any kind.
This is frustrating.
I got the peace.
Let me see. I have.
I got all my
rustic-
calories right.
Okay,
here,
well,
so-
I have. Are there any? Would you say that there?
dead.
You said this is a wealthier area.
This is
I would
why I'm
not
dead.
find any dwellings that seem like commoners would dwell there.
Sort of in and around most of the villas, you would find, you would see smaller, more hovel-ish buildings.
Okay.
Though they appear to be, say, behind fences or clearly on the property, the main villa.
Okay. So wait, why exactly did we want to? Did you just
There was a
want to?
feast.
There was a feast,
Others-
and
Daryl wanted to
honestly,
get away
I'm
from it.
agitated being around all these youngsters. I'm gonna go play with my dog.
Oh, okay.
I just want
Fine.
I just want to find a tree somewhere, pop out Buckley, scrooch him, and then kind of chase him around the tree a little bit. Have him,
Alright. Well, we can. I can always find a place to rest among commoners, according to my rustic
These
hospitality.
aren't
feature.
commoners. No, I'm just kidding.
What are you implying, sir?
No, I just feel like it's just like I feel like we just walked into like downtown Los Gatos.
No, that was what because that was why I asked. Hey, are there any look like there are any commoner living quarters? Because I'm like
But
I
they
can
are-
sway the people.
They are on the sort of property of these villas, but I mean, it's not like the gates are
They're not-
locked. Several
yeah.
stand wide open. Front doors also stand open. It's clear that crime is not an issue in here. You can't see Farro, but he's sort of drooling out the side of his mouth a little bit.
Like out of like rabies rage or like he's jealous.
Or like
Or he's inactive, so you know
Agreed.
he's like
Theft,
He wants
salivation.
to,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, you know what?
Theft
yeah.
salivation. That's a good way
Yes.
of putting it.
Yeah. Plenty of sort of as you walk down the street or ride your carriage down the street, several commoners will make way for you. You can tell they're commoners by their sackcloth gray clothing and general haggard looks.
Well, surely these people understand that vampirism is not a basis of government, and they can
Wait, do not hit it.
they can help us out here. So we just wanted a place to settle down for a minute while you played with your dog.
Oh no, I was just flavoring
Everything that went
character
right
thing.
went right.
I'll come back to the cart if we're trying to fuck off.
Okay. No, I don't think we have
I
any
have
actual
no plan.
reason.
I have no plan. I just felt.
Okay,
like
I don't
that
think
was
we
good.
actually have a reason to rest then,
Yeah.
so we can just
Yeah.
continue
Yeah.
on. Okay.
So you continue south down the road, where you see roadside signs leading towards an inn. An inn referred to as the Sleeping Dragon Inn. The signs are very frequent and grow more and more aggressive as you
You
continue
better fucking
south.
come to the dragon, sleeping dragon.
The first one is like, find your rest at the Sleeping Dragon.
Be
the second
at ease.
one is,
By
ease
by dragons.
by dragons. The third one is come rest here. The fourth one is getting kind of dark, isn't it? You might want to come rest at the Sleeping Dragon. As the sun begins to set more, it's like, hey, the sun's going down.
Hey guys, the sign feels very sentient to me. I don't know about you guys.
You can see that the sign is sort of off center a little bit, as if it's slowly rotating. And as you pass, you turn around and look at the back where upside down is printed, hey, the sun's rising, get a drink at. the sleeping dragon.
Oh,
And as the sun continues to go, you see it click a little further on.
I'm
your
gonna
visual.
take a gold piece and leave it on the sign as like a, you know what, you I may not stay there, but you earned it with your advertising.
Yeah. Really went above and beyond their competitors.
Really did. And the signs are now lighted as you get closer. Small hanging orbs of magic illuminate the sign, saying, "Boy, it's really dark out now. You really should go sleep at the Sleeping Dragon."
If you want to live, sleep at the Sleeping Dragon.
I think we should go sleep, guys. At the Sleeping Dragon.
I don't know if I like a sign telling me what to do, but I guess,
Side note: are any of you backgrounded to the Lord's Alliance?
No.
I do not believe so.
Your origin stories, I don't believe, included that, but I wanted to check just to make sure.
That's more of an Adventures League thing.
No, like definitely legal
Yeah.
trading.
Definitely not the pirate.
Totally not.
I know
just
my.
like ships.
I know Edobin is a harper, so.
Yeah, stuff like that, where in some of your backgrounds you could pick like allegiance to one of the organizations, like the Harpers or the Zentarum or the Lord's Alliance. So I just wanted to check that.
I think I'm with the
had...
Watchers, actually.
Ooh, fancy.
No, I think I did my own thing.
Yeah,
my
which you can
character
also
did his
do.
own
You don't
thing,
have to pick alliance to any of these.
I didn't know that was an option.
Cool. Yeah. Eventually, you come to a final sign. At least the final sign facing this direction. Except for one, or about half a mile down the road. You see, turn around, you missed.
They really sunk a lot into their sign budget, guys,
It's working, damn it.
I feel like we gotta respect them at least.
There's an enormous sign. It's lit with each individual letter in Sleeping Dragon is lit with at least 10 glowing orbs that had illuminated the previous signs. Saying Sleeping Dragon in an expansive block lettering. It's pretty clear that this is what the place was advertised. However, the night's young. You could continue if you like.
I'm gonna say,
I'm so torn. Yeah, let's go. We'll go to the Sleeping Dragon.
Alright.
2 guards stand outside the doors of the Sleeping Dragon. It's apparently half inn, half tavern. So the guards wear heavy tabards over their fine plate armor, emblazoned with a setting moon over still water. The setting moon, the crescent moon, is reflected on the water. Mountains rise on either side of it. Those of you familiar with the land of Faerun recognize this is the seal of Waterdeep.
Ooh.
Yeah. The guards make no motions to stop you or no motions to address you, so if you wish to enter Sleeping Dragon.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Walk in.
I'll be in the back 15 feet.
Just a door
Daryl, what are you
phobia.
doing? Why are you so far?
They're just like saloon doors, and you're like, nope, doors can't
I've
do
had
it.
bad experiences. With doors.
Me and doors, we don't see eye to eye.
I am back.
We don't see planked eye.
We have
The party
decided
decided
to
to.
go to the Sleeping Dragon.
The advertising was aggressive enough that, it
Yeah.
really drew us in.
Oh, is it, or that was just the place in Waterdeep, right?
Outside Waterdeep, actually.
Oh, yeah.
You're in a town called Rasalantar.
Rasalan.
Yep.
Alright.
Alright, what's that?
You didn't get much detail of what the town was. The sign, even illuminating that this was the town, was not lit in any way.
Not a lit town.
Ooh.
Well, no, all the signs for the Sleeping Dragon were lit by magic, but this particular one, any of the civic signs were not lit. It's clear that the money here in town lies with the Sleeping Dragon. And it's clear that most people spend their money here at the Sleeping Dragon. As you enter to a raucous tavern scene full of a myriad of races. Hundreds of people are crowded into this tavern. It's cacophonous almost, but
This is not my scene.
You hear a slight bass thumping in the back.
This takes me back to my
there's a small band,
school days.
several bongos playing, others playing instruments you've never seen before, and It's a lively scene full of many people, many different races, many different colors and people. What's interesting and what you notice almost immediately is about half of the people in this in this town are they're wearing, or half the people in this tavern are wearing varying shades of gray.
Kind of drab.
Yeah, some of the obviously mercenary types are wearing gray cloaks, gray trim on their armor. Other clearly rich noblemen are wearing fine silks that are also colored gray.
Did we not even leave Barovia?
Yeah, this is very similar to the town of Barovia, or the people, populace of Barovia, who wore gray to match the gray skies above them. You were mentioning something. Sorry.
I was gonna say, I just assume they allow outside food and drink out here, because, I ain't paying.
I mean, why would you?
I imagine they tend not to care around here about that kind of thing.
Would we know what the gray means?
No, you haven't seen this before. This is kind of peculiar. So many people wearing the same
boring color.
Yeah.
It really is.
I'm pretty unimpressed by these guys' color palettes for their
I'm
clothing.
gonna go to the bar and try and get their attention.
The bartender rushing back and forth. You crowd your
we're
way
holding
to the
them,
front
we
of
like to
the small throng congregated around the bar.
Oh,
not holy, but
Sort of, all of you hear the echoed voice of "Hey!" echo through the entire bar. Sort of brief silence. Everybody looks about.
That doesn't faze me. I know what I'm doing.
The bartender sort of comes up.
Room for one. Okay. I'll pay him 10.
Cool. You pay him 10 large gold pieces. He sort of looks at you askance, shakes his head.
Silver?
10 minutes?
Wait,
10.
how much? What did you give him?
He's just like rolls his eyes, picks up 1 silver. Or picks up 1 gold.
Oh.
10 copper.
10 silver.
Or 10 silver, yeah.
I'll take back the 9 and leave 1 more, and I'll say thank you.
He sort of tips his well, he doesn't tip anything because he's not wearing a hat. So
Tips his fedora.
He goes to grasp a hat maybe he usually wears but isn't wearing tonight.
Do I have a spell that can put a hat on his head for him to tip?
Oh, man.
Fine
If
hat.
only you were a bard who had minor illusions.
I have minor illusion.
Wait, you're a barbarian.
Yeah, forest gnome.
Racial features.
Damn
Anybody
racial
else,
features.
Interested in doing anything? There's also a small reception
Oh,
area.
but did I get a key or something?
Oh, he slides you a note, sort of card. It says, sort of nicely folded.
Nice. All right, I got my room key. No, I'm gonna go do my thing. I don't like the.
What's
He
his
also
thing,
slides
guys?
I don't like the bars and the loud crowds. So
I guess.
His loss.
Along
Right.
with the note, he slides you a mug of ale.
Cheers. Smash it and then go.
Yeah, 7 o'clock is probably the old man's bedtime,
That's how I'm an older man.
It's a little too
I don't
loud
stay
for
up
him.
late and go out with kids
You
anymore.
go to sleep at like 7 p.m.
I did that in my 30s. I'm 50 years old now.
I was
Go out
creepy
with
in
the
my
kids,
30s,
I've been
okay?
in
I'm done
Yeah.
being creepy.
No, I'd much
Alright.
rather curl up in bed with a book and a nail.
Alright, so,
no.
I just did down like a full flask's worth of alcohol and before it refills, because I'm ready to get turned tonight.
All right. Yeah, you like
So,
the refill seems to be on a like every 30 seconds it
Yeah.
checks to see if
there's
the,
a pause, yeah.
What
Yeah.
time is it?
7.
It's just after sundown, maybe an hour.
You're starting early.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Joy goes late, you
He
know.
never stops.
No, yeah, he does. It does. Joy doesn't go early or late.
Yeah,
or
he
hard.
just always goes.
Yeah, it's a constant, like, at least baseline of tipsiness that, can be expanded at any time.
Right.
There's only a break for when he
I
sleeps,
have a,
and even
I
then
can
I
plug
feel
it
like
in
he
over
just has
here.
a.
I usually wake up pretty drunk.
If you
Yeah.
weren't a tiefling and didn't have a tiefling liver, you'd be dead.
Oh yeah, totally.
For
That's a
sure.
good line. I about drank most of my family, you know, at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, I know, it's like leg here, no leg.
I know.
Leg.
See how this is gonna work.
Oh,
We might be able to like switch
Yeah, there
places
we
or
go.
something. Oh, there you go.
Ooh,
Well,
I
it's
can
gonna be,
order
like,
the food
right
in
for
8
you.
minutes, guys.
Sick.
Exciting.
There we go. This could work.
Just constant talk of food just made me hungry.
I know. It's that's what I was afraid
But
of.
I'm
Can
trying
I
to be-
grab like the nearest person and ask them why they're wearing so much gray, or why a
Sure.
lot of people are asking
Sure.
are
Well, you
wearing
can get
gray?
calorie burning just by being like,
Why are you wearing so much gray?
Aggressively. Why?
I don't know.
I don't understand it.
You grab a youngish looking elf.
Go back
Oh,
to
He's
your
clearly
single room.
totally trashed. I mean,
hey,
his
so am
eyes
I,
are
dude.
slightly crossed.
I
You
grab him by
grab
the
him.
shoulders and I say, hey, dude, what's your name, friend?
He's sort of being grabbed by two people. He's like thinks you're starting to dance. He kind of like grinds up
Yeah,
on you.
okay.
Oh, yeah, I'm getting into it, you know.
Can I find a sober person?
You're lost, Ghost.
Yeah, there's a.
Me and my new friend, Paul, here. We're having a great time.
Have
His name-
fun.
Your name's Paul, right?
He just sort of looks at you.
It is for tonight.
Whatever.
Whatever you want, man.
Yeah, dude. Paul gets me.
Are you good? With
Oh,
that?
there's
Yeah.
flashbacks I don't want.
It's a little too real for you.
Muchas gracias. So you and your drunk friend begin dancing as Ghost seeks out a sober patron of this bar. There's a table for humans. They're these mercenaries I mentioned earlier. They're armed heavily and but wearing gray cloaks and gray cloth trimming on their armor. They appear to be sort of having a work night out. So they're sort of keeping it in control. You don't bring it all out around your coworkers.
Yeah.
You know. How do you approach?
I just go up and say, hey, I was just wondering, because we don't normally come to this part of town, but why all the gray?
Well, that's what we all wear, says this sort of older, grizzled-looking man. He's got a big scar across his face, sort of eyes drooping a little bit. That's what we all wear.
Does it have something to do with this town?
More to do with the bigger town, Waterdeep.
Why do the people of Waterdeep make you dress in gray?
I don't know, but they do.
Is it because of who you are?
No. Most races, everyone has to.
Oh, okay.
Interesting.
Is it required or just strongly suggested?
Yeah. Do you
Will
just
there
choose
be
to dress this way?
consequences if you don't?
Or are there perks for dressing this way?
Clearly, for visitors like you, no one really cares. For residents or people who wish to do business there, it's easier.
Can I minor illusion myself into wearing gray?
Yeah. It won't last. It won't be permanent. It'll only last, I think.
But
an
is it,
hour or
if it's
something.
a
You're just trying to fit in.
Yeah.
Wait, sorry, what class are you? I didn't actually
it's a cantrip.
She's a barbarian.
Barbarian who can use minor illusion.
Yeah, it's a forest.
Yeah.
Forest. We
It's
went
a
over
forest
this.
nymph.
I like that.
Yeah.
No, I do. I really like that.
But it's a cantrip, so I'm sure you can just keep.
Oh yeah. That's right. Yeah. So it's a cantrip. So yeah, you can just constantly
At
every
will.
time you're like, oh, little
It's
gray
a
wore off.
starting
You just kind of shake your arm. Can't. Gray comes back.
Holes appear in your clothes, and you can just magically fill them in.
While I'm partying, I'm still keeping a close eye on the group, my boys here, in case something goes down. 'Cause,
Yeah,
you know,
I'm just gonna be Joy's sober tether.
The music rises to a crescendo and
I'm feeling it.
everybody's dance floor's pumping, but off to the side you can still have a shouted conversation over the din.
What's your name?
Yeah. How long you be around here for?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Oh wait,
The
sorry.
mercenaries at the
Don't
table.
confirm the order yet. Yeah.
No, I said confirm the address.
Okay, I just really have to change the
Take some empty mugs, pour half of their beers in, offer them
Thanks.
to the party
Thank you.
who chooses to sit with them. It's a large enough table that you can all sit.
I'll
there.
drop in at some point.
These are the work night people, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Oh,
Comes
that's it.
by, hey,
They're like
guys.
happy.
Yeah, exactly. They're like, hey, guys.
Are we partying tonight?
Yeah,
Like
dude, I met
literally
my
every-
friend Paul.
Like every drunk person who's ever ambushed a work happy hour.
Exactly. Yeah, that's exactly what
It's
I'm
like, hey,
going
are we partying? It's like, dude, no, my boss
Dude,
is here.
please,
Oh
come
my
on,
God.
please go away. Just
Or like
you.
that person who has no idea where you're coming from and then
Oh,
they
God.
flip you over onto the table.
Yeah.
So, what? Do we have any other questions for these mercenaries?
I mean, Is there some sort of larger system of like required dressing within Waterdeep?
Lately, yeah.
Well, other than you, what are the like notable color schemes to look out for?
It's all about colors with you, isn't it?
Oh,
That's
Peter.
great. I mean,
Everybody just wears gray.
yeah, except the guards and
Shit,
Yeah,
I
the guards.
pressed on the wrong.
What color are the guards?
either red or a green, to be honest.
That's a horrible color combination.
Well, no, it's not
kind of.
combined. There's
It's
some
quite
groups
expensive.
that are green and some that are red.
I agree with you, but we can't say that to their faces, you know?
Is there a distinction between the green and the red ones?
Yeah, the green ones are assholes. I don't know what their deal is.
I see. That's interesting. Thank you. We'll definitely make use of that information.
Oh wait, it's the red ones who are assholes.
Okay.
Nice,
Aw.
thank you.
Aw.
Easily color coded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Red assholes.
Well, I mean, to be fair, the Slytherins were green and the Gryffindors were red.
Yeah.
So that
I
was
mean-
that was like the one instance of it being swapped.
I know there's
Alright.
Hufflepuff.
So that's
but,
gonna get here by 11:10, but who knows?
What's a Harry Potter?
It's okay.
What's that Harry Potter?
Yeah, well, I always hardcore like related with the Hufflepuffs, to be honest. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Yeah, these sort of changes lately have been sort of oppressive, but
I was about to say.
Has there been something specific that's caused it? Is there like a new leader or something?
not really. I mean, no, I don't know much about the leadership.
What
in
happens if you don't wear
Waterdeep.
gray?
Boy.
Has anyone ever tried?
Insight
right now,
check.
right?
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
Okay,
go for it.
I mean, I don't
Let's
seem like
Is
you'd be
it-
lying.
it-
Cedar bursts out.
Would I-
Insight check.
If I tried right now, would I be able to go to sleep, or is it still loud?
No, it's.
Oh, can I go up to Daryl's room and annoy him and start knocking
Yes.
on his door?
Yes.
Come on, come down
I
and
gotta
party!
say-
Daryl, I just want to talk to you.
Daryl, you were
on
on the precipice of sleep,
I tried to
comfortably
unlock the
under a
door.
nice blanket, the book on your chest, a soft breeze coming in.
I've
through
already
the window.
thaumaturgied the window closed. I've thaumaturgied put out the candle.
Yep.
I'm in bed.
And you're almost drifting off to sleep when thud, 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 thud.
My man.
He's looking at his spells.
You later learned.
Cast silence on the door.
I know you're in there, Daryl.
You make no noise.
Yeah.
I'm like
You
pushing
open
myself
your-
against the door, like and kind of slowly sliding
You
down.
pound on the door. You don't
Making
hear
noise.
anything. You scream. You don't hear anything.
All right.
10 feet around my door,
I
there
think-
is no noise.
I think I like to think he would still just keep.
No, I didn't understand that.
Yeah.
I was,
Oh,
that was
yeah,
pretty
you-
obvious.
you- yeah,
So,
yeah.
you know, I was just screaming.
Like you're the equivalent of like 11 drinks in.
Yeah, no, I am, yeah, for sure. I mean,
Actually, you know what? Sorry.
Daryl, what do you
Sorry.
want me to do?
For 10 minutes. For 10 minutes, you are allowed to pound and scream and can be heard until my ritual to cast silence is complete.
Wait, you wasted as a spell slot. You're going to bed
all right.
anyways.
After 6 minutes,
I'm
I realized I haven't drinking
flavor.
anything
Oh,
in a while.
flavor,
I'm
okay,
looking, and I
okay.
kind of like slowly pull myself up, and I wander back down to the dance floor.
It's clear that this is not yielding any fruit.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, at the table, Cedar insight checks the old mercenary man, the scar across his face, and he's telling the truth. And you can tell that as a mercenary, he tends not to stay involved in the politics. It's easier to not know who your money's coming from.
Oh yeah, that definitely makes sense. All right, well, I think I've had enough of this nice veteran.
Yeah.
So I collapsed from behind on top of Cedar, like grabbing his back, and I'm like, hey guys, let me tell you, this guy Cedar here, he's always been like a father to me. The last I've only known him for like 2 months, but let me tell you, he's really made me feel like I belong here.
Thank you for your time.
And I kind of start slumping
I
over.
just
Get off me.
I like just get up and go, but he's still just like hanging on me, and like.
He's like dangling off your shoulders.
He goes from drooped over you to clinging for life around
Yeah,
you.
exactly.
Don't leave me! Don't leave me!
Please.
I have abandonment issues.
I've only had one father figure leave me. I don't
I'm
need to.
downing my beers. This is happening. My ale.
Just
You
like,
see
please
this.
make him stop.
Just
Throw
like-
it all back.
I feel like it's just like Deadpool on Colossus.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You see the ale go through my mask where my mouth should be.
That's
I was
always
like-
fucking creepy. Never gonna get used to that.
I call it to
Or your
Ghost
eyes.
and Meph, and I'm just like, hey, I'll join you guys in an hour. I'm just gonna take a nap real quick as Cedar carries me
As
on.
is out on
Oh my god, I'm
Cedar.
arm wrestling people.
Okay.
Oh, is there gambling? Is there
What's that?
gambling going on around us?
Suggestion, more like suggestion.
Yeah. You see a group of people
stupid,
playing
man.
some kind of dice game.
Right.
Okay, you might. There's some empty
Suggestion.
seats at the table. You
I
could
don't like
join
the
if you like.
implication of that.
Do I feel lucky tonight? No.
I'm gonna
I'm
go
not gonna
put
go.
Joy.
Do it, Ghost! I shout at you in support.
Why don't you do it, Joy?
Because Cedar's carrying me off and I'm going away now.
Bye.
Can I go do some gambling, Cedar? I like whisper. He's basically giving me a piggyback ride at this point, I like to imagine. Like after he picked me up, like I basically like wrapped it around so like he was giving me a piggyback ride.
You just whisper right and just
Exactly, so I can
Oh,
do that.
Can I get into Daryl's room to lay him down? Or
Daryl, can you look after
Can you-
him?
I think Daryl bought a single.
Yeah, you bought a single.
okay.
That's
Puts
fine,
him on-
Daryl.
I mean,
I'm
no,
sure Daryl's a
I
better
put-
I
Dumps him on
put
the
so much
floor.
money down that it's like I could have bought the biggest room, but just to have for myself.
Right.
That's what I was hoping for. When I put like 10 gold down, I was like,
It's like
give me
a
the
suite
best.
It's fine.
one bed.
Give me the best. I don't care if it's one. I don't care if there's 3 beds in
Daryl,
here.
when 2 men are sharing a
There's-
room, you can just both lay on the side of the bed. We have experience with this, and you know
it
you
makes,
get,
it makes it wider.
it makes it wider, so your feet dangle over the bed a bit because you're on the side, but it's you get a lot of lateral space. I'm just saying.
I'll keep that in mind.
I'll remember that.
Yeah,
Anyway, I'm gonna go
Well,
put
you
him
know-
in the car.
if I'm asleep at this point, which the silence
I was
buffer
gonna
might
say.
have made that possible. If you can sneak him in there and not wake me up, that'll be fine.
You just put me on the floor. I've slept in worse conditions.
Just
He was sleeping in an alley when we first met.
Exactly,
that's
that was perfect. No, I think in a dumpster, right?
Well,
Is it a dumpster? Even better.
remember session 1
Yeah,
when
he
we
was
had
in an
Keon
alley.
here?
He was in a dumpster.
He got way too drunk. I just tossed him into the horse's trough.
That's true. Yeah.
It's there.
Yeah. You do have a history with drunk party members.
It's true. It's true.
Well, that was Everos, but
You Cedar sort of
principles.
drag him upstairs to a sort of very large communal bunk room. Bunk beds line the walls with several passed out drunkards. You feel that Joy would be right at home here,
Yeah,
and probably will sleep through the night, given that he's drunk.
I'm sure. So is I head back down to our sober party members, and I'm like, so do we have anything else to do here other than let them sleep off their party time?
There's gambling.
Yeah, there is.
My Christmas shit.
My charisma is all right.
I'm gonna go try to befriend the horses more. Because you know what? I've had a little bit of alcohol now, and I'm like, you know what? I think it's really fucked up that you guys don't like me. First of all, you know what? I like to think that
It's all right.
I'm okay.
Could be better.
And the other dogs in Barovia liked me, and I mean they were just as.
They were like
distraught
demon
as
Satan
you were.
dogs, you know?
Yeah, they were
Did
not
I hear
nice
demon
guys.
Satan dogs?
I shouted through my window.
I'm just going on this
yeah.
incoherent ramble of just trying to befriend these emo horses. Like it's so. Yeah, I don't know. Do you guys want to like hang out?
Why don't you go get him a carrot?
Keep trying.
Whatever.
Keep trying. Never give up.
You want a good berry?
That music ended perfectly.
Just sort of rapidly, takes a small chunk of your middle finger with it.
Good thing I'm
That's
shit
upsetting.
Good thing I fucking
Oh,
healing
fuck.
spirit.
Cedar, you okay? You okay down there?
90 hit
I shout
points.
through the window.
Just like Deadpool, just.
Oh, man.
Healing word.
Heal.
Yeah, you accidentally said heal a little too loud, so the finger is like an extra inch on it.
While Cedar's yelling at his horses, anybody else Want to do
Just hope
anything?
Daryl uses his phone.
Sounds like you want to gamble.
Yeah, Cedar is not a gambling man, which is why he went outside.
I'll gamble.
All right. So, Ghost, you want to gamble?
Yeah.
Want to do some gambling? Anybody else want to gamble? Who's sober and in the bar?
Yeah.
Do you have any money?
Kind of
I'll-
out of
I'll-
it, boys.
I'll gamble. I'll gamble too.
All right. Get out a D6.
I remember I was gonna
a
ask.
D8 and a D4.
Would you
please.
like to steal
Adam, are you gonna ever
some
establish
gold?
like rules for when like drunk, like what bonuses or like disadvantages you get from drunk? Because I know there's like a whole bunch
I'm
of
using
like
all metal
rules.
dice.
Same here.
Oh, there's just actual rules on there.
He
No.
insulted you
I was
earlier.
looking for that button.
Yeah.
When he called you short and you
No,
thought you
I'd say
couldn't
it was
do
like
anything because you
I'll
were
just kind of
short.
treat it like
Oh, okay.
exhaustion.
Exhaustion.
Where like first level you get
Please,
disadvantage
please
on like
go for it.
abilities, and then second
You
level
have
you
to
get
roll
like
an
disadvantage
insane
on
stealth
attacks.
check.
I see. Okay.
Oh, that's a nice system.
Please.
Just like
I
keep it simple as
I know
more.
some of them usually will do that, and then they'll
Alright.
also add like a strength bonus, but like yeah.
All right.
try and steal
So
from Daryl.
on the
Oh yeah, do
cards,
it.
Write your bets. The minimum,
Ooh.
the ante is 25 gold. This is a rich man's game you've sat down into. So
Shit.
as you sit down, several of the rest of them sort of throw down their dice, stand up, and walk away, and you're left with just one opponent, an elderly man in fine gray silks. He's got a fine, deep, dark gray sash. It's almost black, but still technically gray. He sort of looks around and says, "All right, folks. The ante is 25 gold." He drops a small pouch on the table.
I dropped 25.
Cool.
Oh, a high roller.
I do have a lot of
You guys are
gold.
like
I do have a lot of gold.
fabulously
Oh,
wealthy
wait,
at
no.
this point.
We have a lot of gold. From
I spent all my gold on plate. I only have platinum, so
Well, you didn't convert any of it to platinum. You
Oh.
couldn't have, so it was all gold to begin with.
no. Well, I had the 1500 from before, and then I had 200.
Oh,
after
that's right.
You
Yeah,
went
you
into
converted
towns.
some of it to
Yeah.
platinum. Yeah, okay.
So
We all have like 100 platinum.
so it would be like 3 plat then.
Yeah, that would work. He sort of glances at you. Well, you're fine losing the extra gold, right?
It's no big
I'm not
deal.
putting in a 5 extra just on the ante. Takes the whole fun out of it. All right. So roll the D8 and keep it hidden. Don't show your friends.
Oof.
Can't trust him. Food is on the way, by the way.
The man grunts a little bit as he rolls his die. Did you roll?
I rolled, yes.
Okay. Says, "I'll raise you another 5."
What's the goal to get the highest number?
Correct. And so to continue, you have to either call my bet or fold and go away. Lose your 25 gold. It's not caught already.
I'll raise a 5.
All right.
Can I use my 5 from the ante because I only have plat?
He gives you 10 gold. Give me a platinum, you fool. Showing up to
I'll break it.
gold game with a platinum. Let's see how it is.
Yes, I'll raise.
Wonderful. You'll raise.
Oh no, I'll match.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Wonderful. All right, now you can roll your d6. Keep it hidden as well.
Can I?
It's your turn.
Can I use? Before I rolled, could I use Mage Hand to sort of?
You could do sleight of hand or mage hand if you want, but it would be I'd need some kind of like stealthish check.
Otherwise, people are going to
Sleight of
see that
hand.
you're trying to cheat.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use my new
So you
dice.
could do sleight of hand.
That's pretty good.
Cool.
That's a 16.
Destin
Ricardo,
perception
relax,
check
bud.
versus the 16.
Oh gosh, I'm gonna get kicked out of the game.
Talking to her.
Nice.
Perception check. Let me see what my perception modifier is. That's an 11.
I think you got him. You got him.
I do have a passive.
It's just gonna be the roll.
Still need to roll. Let me go to my skills. I only got a 12.
All right.
So I just moved it to the side to make it
Cool.
slightly
Yeah.
higher.
Okay.
You just sort of tip it to another one.
I literally
I'm gonna
just
look
did
up
that.
what this man's perception score is.
Oh god.
Oh, you got a 16.
Oh!
Sort of
Who lives in a
Nods
pineapple
again.
under the sea?
And then says, it's your bet. She passes. Unless she wishes to raise.
I'll raise.
How much?
5 gold.
I'll match that.
Okay.
As will I.
What's that? What?
Huh?
Did he see it or not?
I don't
Yeah.
think he did.
He didn't. He
Oh.
did.
Maybe,
Sort of nods
we don't
at
know.
Ghost.
Maybe he's just like gonna
He's
call
just-
the
Oh,
security
he
on you.
noticed.
No,
he
he's
noticed.
just, I guess he's just down. Maybe he likes
You
your
might-
Maybe
style.
he got a really fucking high roll.
Maybe he just
Possibly.
maybe he just digs your style. You
See
know?
my brand new shiny dice.
That's very
I'm
shiny.
making you guys.
Fuck.
Making
Fuck
you
you,
guys.
Meph.
Here,
So,
here
all
I
right,
am,
here
my
he gets
tarnished
called
It's
on
time
you.
for the. It's time for the
Blow the joy
D4.
whistle, and then I'll be aroused from my drunken stupor.
Come on.
Make sure to keep it hidden too.
Nice poker face.
I was just gonna say. But I didn't want to be mean.
Actually, I'm gonna
It's
like.
your bet. So.
Nothing happened.
His accent's changed like 10 times now.
You turn
It's
around,
checking a
you
thing.
turn around, you...
Like, I'll check.
Yes. As will I.
I'll raise 5.
Action to you, so.
I'll raise. Or I'll match. I keep saying raise, but I mean match. or call. Call's the word.
Call.
There we go.
That is the
yeah,
word.
call. I was trying. I couldn't get it in my head.
I'm not always there when you call. I'm always
I will as well.
around.
He tosses in another
Gave
5
you
gold.
my all.
All right, friends. Reveal your hand. I got 11.
So together. I got a 15.
You
I
were
got an
so
8.
confident with that one.
I know. With the one right out of the gate.
Come
But I got
on,
the 6
Adam.
out of. I got the 6 on the second one.
On the
so-
D8 too? Jeez.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I didn't win.
What you get?
8.
I think Ghost won.
The winner takes 80% of the pot.
Oof.
Oh, so he
So
still
that's
comes
like-
out okay.
20 goes to the house.
House always
unfortunately.
wins, baby.
Yeah, it's fine.
Meanwhile,
Care to play?
Can I try and steal money from Daryl?
I'm sleeping in my room. She can go for it.
You have to,
Yeah, I think
you have to
so.
like step over my like body just on the ground.
No,
so
you're
you
in a
know-
different room, but yeah.
Oh, different. Okay, that's
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
Yeah, I would say stealth check. DC 10 to not wake up Daryl. Actually, no, I'm gonna call out like a DC
My
18 because his passive perception.
Oh,
so high.
what about-
no?
what
Whatever
about-
his passive perception is, actually, that's
Oh.
a DC. Duh.
well,
I
I'm
wanna wake up
sleeping.
now.
So,
It's
Yeah, so I'll give you like minus 10 off of your passive perception.
yeah. So 13.
13. All
Okay.
right, that's reasonable for a stealth check.
so is that a...
That's a D20 and
I
add
just lost 4
your
plat.
stealth mod, which is 3.
Hey,
So,
it comes
10
round,
or
goes
higher.
around, you know, we'll be back
It's a-
before you
it's
know
a-
it.
Ooh,
That's
it's
it.
anybody's game.
You
It's
don't know.
anybody's game.
Got my eye on you, elf.
4.
So you creep upstairs with the intention of robbing your friend.
That triples
And,
again.
You weren't expecting.
Betraying their trust.
I'm all comfy in my bed right now.
Daryl's just finally getting back to sleep. The silence is worn off. You open the door. It just goes.
And I'm just
I just-
back.
I just keep my eyes closed. And just
Let the
I
door
just-
close again.
Oh dang!
What's the ETA?
It's gonna be here soon.
The doors.
Great.
That's always the doors.
All of it.
every time I go home too, it's like I try to like open my door like quietly, and like it's really quiet. It's like
Do you have the creaky floor doors where you're like ready
Yes,
to step
I
on
have
you're like
those too.
boom and like echo
yeah, like
across the
like,
entire
I
house.
have squeaky floorboards that lead to a squeaky door.
Oh,
Yes.
that's
The,
yeah.
I've learned how to step.
The
though,
deadly
so
combo.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
I've learned how to step.
You have to
The
do
nobleman-
utilize the balls of your feet.
Oh,
like,
yeah, yeah,
only,
yeah.
you know.
Stairs in my house. If you go up the
It doesn't help
stairs,
on
the
two
entire
feet.
house uses
That's
it.
true.
The nobleman tosses another sack of 25 goldens. Keeping
25?
Sorry, he
Alright.
only tosses in 15.
He approaching. I'll be
Keeping
right
the 10 in there.
Oh, he's
House.
approaching? Oh, shit.
Or, so the total pot was 25, 30,
Alright.
35,
Oh,
40.
oh, yeah.
So it's 40 times 3.
Ooh, pot 25 is my favorite pot.
You had 120 gold.
Nice.
Cause like
Yeah. So 80% of that
perfect.
is.
It would have been something. I
80% of 25 is 20.
Thank you. No, it's
Maybe next time.
96 of 100. 80% of 120.
The next
80% of 120.
Yeah.
That's
96 gold.
Perpetually
I just
trying.
calculated it.
yeah,
so
no,
you're
that's
good.
Like,
yeah. I
also
can't
have
John
a-
Henry versus the
I also
machine.
have an all-choice up in there.
That's
Yeah.
I think I'm the right person.
I feel like this guy just has like a gold collection nearby, just so he can bet because he's the house. Can I like trade some plat for some gold?
He gives you as much change, say 5
Yeah.
50 gold.
Can I
Yeah.
try to rob the nobleman?
Oh Jesus.
Yeah, he's got a sizable purse at his side, sort of attached to his hip.
Can I buy him a drink first? Wait, I can't
You
buy him a
can't.
drink. I don't have money.
You're trying to steal money because you have none.
Whoa.
Oh,
Is he drunk?
I'm
no,
gonna
not at
cast.
all.
I'm gonna.
Yeah.
Do I see her trying to steal from?
You see her eyeing the purse.
Oh
Okay, I'm gonna cast Pass Without a Trace.
shit. If we could, we should probably eat it up there.
I don't think. I feel like it'll be sleight of hand though, not stealth.
It will be.
Yeah.
So steal.
Okay.
I'd say both. Stealth,
Yeah, somewhat.
stealth is sneak
Stealth
up.
to arrive and then.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll cast Pass Without a Trace.
Are you trying to rob him prior to the next round beginning, so you can play the next
So you
round?
can get in it.
Yes.
Or like during the next round.
Oh, well maybe he's distracted
During the round.
during the round.
Ooh.
Okay, all right. We'll start off the next round. Anyone want to bet against me?
You did so well last time. There's no way you can lose this time, right?
No
We
way.
say that.
Oh, what does pass without a trace?
Plus 10 to stealth.
Oh, okay.
Oh, she gave you that?
Yeah, I cast Pass Without a Trace before we went up.
Oh. Ooh. Plus 13 to stealth.
Yep.
That's pretty good. You could have snuck into my
Who's
room. with
who's
that.
in?
I'm in.
Wonderful.
Watching.
As
Wonderful.
I stare at him with my non-existent eyes.
One creepy motherfucker.
I'm not gambling, but I've given up on the horses and I've come back inside.
Cool. Roll your d8. Having a good night, he says, and tosses 25 gold onto the pile.
Ooh!
High roller
Oh,
over here.
shit.
You know,
I mean, we have tons of money. This is
Yeah.
chump change.
Yeah.
So,
I'll match that. I'll call.
like 2 months ago, this would have been insane amounts of money.
Like prior to entering Strahd's castle,
Yeah.
it's like we're hard out for cash. Like you had good items, but you were just hard out for cash.
Yeah.
All right.
We made
You
we
called?
made good investments.
Roll your
early
d6.
on.
Oh, can I re-roll that because it went out?
Sure.
Yeah.
Also, what's your passive perception?
My passive perception is, I believe, 11.
Cool.
Are you gonna try and steal?
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
Like
I'm gonna
watching.
raise 5 plat.
For what's that? 50?
50, yes, 50 gold.
You need platinum.
She is not stealthy.
I'm not stealthy.
How stealthy is
I'm-
not stealthy?
Fuck.
are regressing.
Oh.
I'm not stealthy.
Oh, she rolled a fuck.
Those chickens are supposed to be like
I'm
aggressive.
so
Okay, are
bummed.
they gonna tell us?
They're free ranging, I forgot to tell you.
Oh god. What if they come?
How not?
The chickens are loose!
They have chickens too.
You imbeciles!
They're chill.
Stimpy!
Wonderful. You raise 50.
Yes.
I'll call.
Alright.
God damn.
But I think you think.
What did you
stealth.
roll on your stealth?
She got a fuck.
A 1.
A critical fail.
Ooh.
But
So you sort of
It's like
begin to creep up around behind him, but as you're sort of investigating where to go, you knock over a chair. Sort of turns his head, turns back to the table. All right, roll your d4.
Poor chair.
You're not having.
They weren't into me.
No, I'm not.
I was just gonna.
I'll check.
I'll check as well.
Wonderful. Show your dice.
I got a 13.
I got 8, 6, and 2. So 14, 8, 16.
Oh.
Damn. Play
Damn. It's that 8 that got me.
And the 6 that he cheated on.
Bastard.
Yeah, he asked you what your passive perception
Yeah, I
was.
know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wouldn't notice
It was a
anything.
pleasure. So yeah, you are now short.
5 plat.
10, actually
10
10
plat.
plat. Oh, no, I still have 25, 35, 40. I still have 10 gold left over from that.
Do you see those fucking chickens out here?
Yo, get him away from me.
The fucking chickens. They're around.
They got
Hello,
a
ladies.
gas
What
gaggle
brings
over
you,
there.
clumsy folks, to my inn?
Oh, this is his inn. I'm
Oh,
not
he
there.
owns the inn. We're just passing through. We decided to spend the night since there was so many signs.
Our advertising campaign's very effective.
It really is. I'm still drunk right now, so I'll stop talking and just sleeping in a bunk bed. So.
What brings you down this road?
One of our friends has some business in Waterdeep.
Wonderful. Always love meeting people headed to Waterdeep.
Yes.
Anyone interested in another round? We could play a different game if you like.
Is this still the same guy in gray from earlier?
The mercenary?
Or
no,
no?
this
Oh
is a
wait, no.
gnome guy.
This is the guy he had red on, right? I remember he was different from the
No,
regular guy.
he had a dark sash
Oh, that was
that he was wearing. It was almost black, but technically gray.
okay. All right. He's got the flair.
Yeah.
So he owns the inn. So do you know why it is that everybody is the government has started to be a little bit more harsh in Waterdeep? We've heard some talk about that.
A little bit is putting it lightly, from what I've heard.
There's
I
a chicken
generally
in
keep
the
to
bar.
myself. Waterdeep
We hear
protects
Meph doing
me,
this. Like,
Yeah.
so I don't meddle in
what are you
their
doing?
affairs.
Yeah.
There's a chicken.
All I know is there are certain forces at work in Waterdeep that wish there to be more order and law there.
You say that a little bit is putting it lightly. What exactly do you mean? To what extent has it how bad has it gotten?
You'll see.
That's very ominous.
Okay then. All right. I suppose I can't think of any other questions that I would have. I'm just watching this going on. This gambling. Sorry, I didn't
Freak
mean to
show.
intrude on your game.
No,
Stop rolling so you can save those.
I know.
Yeah. Anybody interested in playing another round, a different game, perhaps?
What kind of game?
There's a game.
Honestly, I think I stumble up out of my stupor.
It's like gambling.
Yeah, you know what?
Sit up.
I got my hour's rest.
Huh?
I would like to stumble downstairs and look for
Fall
my
down the
friends.
stairs.
And I'll kind of just like stumble over and just kind of collapse at the table. And
Seems
just
like
listen
this
in.
man wants to play a game.
I stick my finger out in the air and it's like, "Urgh," with my face against the table.
Have you heard of a game called Vondra's Favor?
No, but I bet I'll be really good at it.
It's a very simple game.
I like simple games.
You take 2 of these dice. He passes out 2 6-sided dice to each of you. You bet 25 gold. If your rolls add to a 7 or a 12, you win. You can double your bet
Can I get
and
metal?
add another d6 to
Metal.
your total.
Which one?
D6.
Do you still just need a 12?
this game.
You need a 7 or a 12
Okay.
when you roll
So
2
you
d6s.
take that.
This is more a game of chance than skill.
Oh, I'm good at those.
So anybody who wishes to play, place 25.
I'll
Gold
place
in.
my 25 gold in.
So bad.
Keep a tally if you'd like.
It's okay. I need to hire an enforcer, so I may give you a job.
Anybody else playing?
I'm not even done
Looks
with
like
this
the
stuff.
creepy gentleman.
You just had some shitty rolls. That's the game sometimes.
You won't mind me saying that?
At least
I'll
I'm
join
like
you.
trying
Borrow.
to rob people instead of like trying to
Writing
die.
utensils.
There's a purple one I just had, don't you?
Here you go. Writing
Oh,
utensil.
cool. Thank you.
Oh, that might have been a purple.
Is that?
Alright, can I just roll now? Or
Yes.
There's a yellow one. I took
Oh, yeah, I never
Okay.
asked.
Oh.
Did your weed
I
end
slide
up
a hand in
serving,
it.
There was,
servicing you
there
okay?
was a purple.
Awesome.
I know there was a purple.
That's
Maybe
good.
it's
My
upstairs.
dad got the same one, and he was like, I don't know,
It'll-
he didn't use it a whole lot.
The chicken
so
took
I was
it.
like, I don't know.
I was like, at first the sativa one didn't really like give me anything,
Yeah.
but like I waited a while.
It takes a little bit to set in, yeah.
Yeah.
With that stuff.
Yeah.
Sorry, Adam, you know how to open this
Oh,
device?
yeah. That right there. That.
Oh.
Just click it. Click
Oh.
the whole thing down.
Down.
Oh, jeez, I've never seen a pen like that. Jeez,
No,
okay.
it's because this is an eraser.
All right. I'm ready.
All right. So roll your d6s.
Yeah.
Bump
I
that.
already
And then-
did 4 and 1.
4 and 1.
Yeah.
So you can double your bet to add another die if you think that will get you to 7 or 12.
Sure, I'll try it.
Ooh.
You can add 1 die though.
Oh.
So re-roll just 1.
Okay, I will re-roll.
Are we just
this.
gonna go to Waterdeep and get hooked on the slots?
Oh, yeah. Oh, 9.
Oh,
Tough luck.
the 50 gold passes from you to him.
That's fair. I got like 400 now.
I got a 6.
So another 25, and you can roll 1 more d6.
That means I have to get a. That means I have to
You
get a.
need to get a 1 or a 6.
You get a 1 or a 6. I like the odds of 2 instead of the odds of 1. So I'll bet another 25.
Wonderful.
Jack, do you have my pen?
Yeah,
Oh, just make sure not.
I was about to use
Oh, yeah, no, go for it. I was just making sure I didn't drop it at any point. Because I do that a lot.
Yeah, get a nice suck on.
Dude, suck away.
6.
Whoa.
All right.
That brings me to 12.
Wonderful.
Ah.
So you win the 50 gold that he spent in this round, as well as get your gold back.
Sweet.
Get your gold.
Get you some gold, son.
It's my first win of the night.
I need this.
Anybody else like to play? Want to go again?
I'm good. Stupid chance.
Sorry, I didn't mean to blow right into you.
Oh,
No,
did Adam
you're
get
good.
the full face full?
I did. Little
Get-
coughing too.
Get that second hand high.
The man sort of slowly stands up, patting the slightly lighter purse at his side. Says, "Oh, well, good travels to you. I have things to attend to behind the bar." Wanders off into the bar.
Oh. As soon as he lost, he cut and left.
He's a smart gambler.
So the night's growing longer. The patrons in the bar begin to slowly trickle out. Soon, if you don't leave, soon all that's left are you, the bartender, and some more than inebriated bar patrons,
Paul still
Including
there?
me.
including Paul, who's alone dancing.
No, there's no music playing.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
no
The band's like packing up, going home.
Dude, Paul and I really connected. I'm pretty sure that's his name, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, you're 100% positive that that's his name.
Palandro.
Palindrome.
Jesus.
Palindrome. So I think you could go to bed.
Yeah,
Keep
I'm probably
the
just
night
gonna
Yeah.
hey guys.
I'll go to bed, yeah.
going.
We're done.
Go befriend some horses.
Let's wake up
Yeah.
so we can kill something.
Yeah.
Murder, mayhem.
I
That's
haven't
more,
killed-
more your guys' style in gambling.
I mean, no, I had a great time sleeping.
I can't divine smite when I gamble, you know. I
Yeah.
I can't add the 2d8
I feel like
to
we've just started to play a different kind of game.
I roll. Shit.
Yeah, a little bit.
divine smite on this roll. I had to.
Hits the guy
It
next
blows
to
up
him.
with holy energy.
No, it just like
Kill
breaks the
dealer.
table in half. He's like, thanks, asshole.
Damn paladins.
Technically, you can use any weapon you use with divine smite. So I think you could if I threw like the
Throwing
dice.
dice at
Oh
people.
yeah, I
I think you
imagine
could.
it's just like, you know, Hunter x Hunter.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Little
Nick's
flip.
watched it so he gets my references.
Yeah, exactly.
So you fall fast asleep in this large bunk hall. The remnants of the drunken crowd moving, shifting in their sleep. Some of the more far gone drunkards moaning in what seems like pain as the hangover that they're going to have the next morning begins to creep in the early hours of the morning.
I was drinking a lot of water, so I'm
Yeah.
in.
You know your way around.
You've got
Yeah.
another flask of water that also
Exactly.
refills. Just one for one. All right, guys.
Just constantly, double fisting.
And eventually the sun rises. birds begin to sing outside, and your drunk bunkmates make no stirrings to wake up. But those of you who are
I'm up at an unreasonable hour because I went to bed early.
Have
and
nice
I'm
coffee
making,
while
and
waiting
I'm
for
doing
the-
my little songs and I'm doing my prayer, and it's just loud enough to be annoying to those with a hangover.
And I'm shaking crap, what was your name?
Joy.
Joy, okay. I was like, I forgot for a
It's fine,
second.
yeah.
I was like, I wake up Joy at the ungodly hour too because we need to do our praying.
We do. No, I'm an oathbreaker, dude. I ain't gotta do praying
He
anymore.
just magics out his ass.
Exactly, pretty much, yeah.
I don't think paladins have to pray every morning.
I think that, I think you have to do an hour in the morning.
Well, if you're
Oh,
trying to
so-
like change up spells.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I always heard. I got my spells squared away.
Cool.
Divine smite, divine smite,
So
divine
okay,
smite, divine
see,
smite.
it was funny because like I don't know, I
Super
was thinking
smite,
of like
duper smite,
what
pooper
would
smite.
Cedar have in his
Just
head
wait
at this
for it,
moment,
man.
and the like Kokiri theme from Zelda came into my head, and this was like really similar to that,
That
at
is
the beginning,
a little bit, yeah.
and I was like, wait a second, is that? But, anyway, so
Oh, that's fun.
after I wake up, I head downstairs and I see my crew, and I'm like, oh, are we all ready to hit the open road? Or did Ghost come down yet?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Aye, capped. As I say, I'm opening this really slowly, but.
Sorry, I'm just having my morning coffee.
Yeah, I knew.
Daryl strikes me as someone who does the crosswords every morning, or whatever, you know.
The Sudoku?
Yeah, some type of morning.
Chicken butt.
Oh yeah, the chicken.
Chicken butt.
I tried to pet
Is
one,
that
but
what's up?
I was standing
When I
outside
woke
and
up,
I was just
woke
gonna walk up to one and pet it, but then it like just randomly shit right in front of me, and I'm like, I feel like now is not a good time.
It's asserting its
you
dominance
know,
over you.
you know how to read the
Private
room,
moment,
Jack.
I
You
just
know. I can tell I'm what I do.
Yeah, exactly.
And so the dirt road leading south heads to Waterdeep. A small sign that you didn't notice in the dead of the night before points you in that direction. The town itself is of a little interest. Walled or fenced fields contain sheep, some other bovine animals,
Roll to
and
hit.
cows. No, it's initiative because they're going to attack you.
Oh god, I'm ready.
Small thatch sort of huts dot the surrounding hillside. It's clear that this is the much less rich area than the previous town that you would try to pass through. But as you look up and down the road, you can see off in the distance a troop of Waterdeep guards patrolling the road. It seems like even here they project their power and influence.
Are these green boys or red boys?
Oh, these are green boys.
Okay.
As are the guards posted at the doors of the tavern the night before.
Okay. So where do we need to head to, Daryl? It was the
Well, I want to stop by HQ and talk to my people there.
Oh
But
yeah.
then after that, I'm
I'll go along with Daryl to talk to his people. You know.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll be his number two man. I'll be his associate.
It's just Bonnie. That's it.
So you're gonna be like, "Hey, people!"
Yes, I'm Daryl's associate. Joy, thank you. Nice meeting you, ma'am. I'm just here to assist him in any law, political, or
don't-
financial
I
matters.
specialize in bird law.
Exactly.
I don't know who this guy is. I met him 2 days ago.
Daryl, what the fuck are you bringing this guy in for?
So you know your way around the city then.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah.
sure.
Definitely.
Well, lead the way.
Alright, I'm gonna go to the D.Deucer Investigation Agency.
So we're not in Waterdeep yet.
Oh,
we're
well.
still outside.
Okay, well that's where I'm headed.
Cool. And
How far away is it?
you can't really see it from here. It's a sort of hazy summer morning, but the sign doesn't really have any distance on it. But judging by the number of people you see walking, you can probably make it within the day.
Okay, cool.
Not too far. But so eventually, the dirt road that your carriage is on, gives way to cobbled stone as you approach the massive city that hugs this coastline. The carriage wheels clatter and the horses pull the vehicle past an ever-increasing throngs of humanity, but not just humanity. For there's many races on this road as stars in the sky. Departing this city are long trains of enormous wagons pulled by dozens of oxen, already sweating in the warm summer air. Through gaps in the canvas, you spot glittering gold, bolts of fine cloth, and shining weapons, each destined for their own destination. The wagons are followed by squads of mercenaries, chainmail clattering against itself as they jog alongside the caravan. You drive your wagon past a long queue of merchants, wagons stuffed with cloth, foodstuffs, and metals. The throng parts before you. It's almost as though they recognize that your carriage is what it is, a fine display of noble wealth.
Yes.
Soon it seems as though every being within sight is moving towards one destination, a massive city growing from the base of a tall mountain. You notice a small but significant detail in all these beings, just as the people in the as most of the people in the bar last night. They're all dressed in a singular shade of gray, no matter their color of skin or lack thereof. They're all wearing gray.
Lack of skin? Wait.
Jeez.
They're just walking skeletons.
Well, there's some, fire genasi.
Skeletons at least look
flames
interesting.
coming out of their
Okay,
faces
okay.
and shit. Yeah, there's a variety of creatures walking in and out of this city.
Welcome to America.
Oh, God.
America.
Your bubble of noble protection carries you up the line and deposits you at the gate of the city, where a harried-looking guard barely glances into your carriage before waving you through. Nobles clearly pose less threat to the city than impurities in the food supply.
Oh.
That's heavy.
I'll give you a brief introduction to Waterdeep itself. So the city has seen far worse days than this summer afternoon. It's common knowledge that when the gods were cast down into mortal forms and walked the lands of Faerun, Waterdeep was where some of them found their way back to their divine domains. During the Spell Plague, when magic left the world, the Waterdehavian navy was destroyed. But now, the city's mending. The nobles rule here in Waterdeep, though nobody's truly sure who does the actual ruling. Supporting the open lord of Waterdeep are several masked lords, who wear masks, heavy amulets, and thick robes to disguise themselves while they arbit justice or rule the city.
I'll fit right in.
Suspicions abound about which nobles are the masked lords, but the only certainty is that they are members of any of about 75 noble families. The Open Lord's the only member of the ruling party whose identity is known. Her name's Lyral Silverhand. She was long thought dead, but re-emerged recently and swiftly supplanted the corrupt Open Lord Dagalt Neverember.
Ooh.
That's the brief history of Waterdeep there. So you arrive in this city where throngs of people crowd the streets, but it's clear that these throngs aren't as chaotic as they normally are. Daryl, you especially noticed this, that they seem to be much more orderly than before. Long queues form outside shops, merchant tents, where before people attempting to shop would just crowd in or crowd up to the tent to shop there.
That's a nice change of pace. That's my whole voice.
Very.
That's a nice change of pace.
It's not normally like this?
Nah.
Mm.
This is nice. I'm enjoying this.
That's good. Interesting. Do you think if it's more controlled, then do you think that has to do with the increased authoritarian government we hear about?
I mean, I can only imagine, but I've been out for a couple of weeks,
Well,
so shit happens quickly.
yeah, evidently. We continue to head in.
So from here, you can choose to go wherever in the city you'd like. There are
HQ.
shops, caravan, or trading centers in the square, interesting looking buildings to investigate, temples to offer your praise and worship, places of business, which you may or may not own.
Hey, short stuff. You look like you need something to do.
Oh.
That was good. Would you mind taking? There's an escrow service. I need you to do something for me really quickly.
That depends.
I'll give you 25 gold if you take this 115 gold and, you know what, now that I'm thinking about
Now,
it.
excuse me, Daryl. It seems like she could just take the 140 gold and run away, and then use just a sucker.
If she does, I'll be able to find her.
What are you gonna do?
And do what?
Cast Zone of
Mr.
Truth. So you'll tell me.
Mr. Knowledge Cleric.
I have lots of crazy shit. I'll be able to handle it.
I will burn you with this magnifying glass.
See, here's the thing: is these numbers right here are negative,
Yeah, I know that.
and that's bread and butter for someone like me. So
Ooh,
Whoa.
drop the middle one.
Oh, there it is. No, I can get
I'll
him.
hit you real hard
Nice.
first.
Oh,
you have
geez,
to
that's a
get
heavy
to
guy.
me first.
Yeah, right?
You
You gotta
kill a
get
guy
them.
with that.
You could murder someone.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be too hard.
20.
I may be small, but I can run really fast.
So, is anyone shopping, worshipping?
But
None for me, thanks.
yeah, yeah.
No.
So I would like you to take this to the ESCO service and have the 115 sent to my home, and I've done this enough to where they'll know where that's going.
Why are you trying to get rid
If
of
you
her?
mention my name, huh?
Why are you trying to get rid of her?
No, she needs money.
real
She has.
friend.
I think she's trying to set a trap for you. Why would he just randomly send you away when you know?
I'm sorry. I thought your ass was frozen for 100 years. You could use a job.
Hey, you know.
These youngins.
Hey.
You young people.
I'm
You
just making sure this
millennials
old
these
man
days,
isn't taking advantage
no
of anybody.
concept of work.
I'll just take small jobs like this until I can get back to my technical.
That's fair. That's fair.
You're not above some menial labor, you know, in
So
your past.
yeah.
you,
basically, I'm giving
cut
away.
purses and stole things,
Yeah.
right?
I'm giving away all the gold that I have, saved for 50 that I'll need for just like little things.
Oh, you only had 75.
Like, you know,
No,
how
I
you
have
think
I
it
have
works out after the show.
188,
Oh, okay.
and I'm giving her 25 for the job, and the job is to deliver the rest of that to, and then leave me just a little bit.
Yeah, I think I got 450 gold, 450
So you have
gold right now.
25.
So
Huh? For
It's supposed to be
GP.
happy music. No, it's
yeah,
not
I was gonna
happy
say
music.
that was
Yeah.
dramatic.
That
Shopping,
was unnecessarily
music.
dramatic for the
Like to see
complicated
if I can sell this
contract.
I
material.
mean, you can try and steal some off the top, but you can find out if that's a good idea or not.
Oh man.
What do I roll to find out if that's a good idea?
The inside check.
You roll
I'll be right
your own
back.
brain.
I'm going to
I mean,
All right, so you heading off into? Are you heading off into the city to go find this? Cool. Are
Yeah.
you or sticking with the party?
Is the party coming with, or are they doing something else?
Where are we going?
I mean, I have
Also, I think you don't know
issue where I go or not go. So
Cool.
Just wandering around.
I'll stick with the majority.
Yeah.
I was just gonna go just do a little like catch up with Bonnie, scold her a little bit for not letting me know how dangerous or cold the Amber Temple was, but she wouldn't
So
know
yeah,
on her own.
Get it.
brief
No.
sidebar on Daryl's place of business. You sort of navigate familiar alleys and roads, and find yourself at the doorstep of your old office. And it's not an old office anymore. It's a small shop selling soaps.
Did I just get gentrified?
There's a nice brick
Little bit.
facade inside, and a nice wood finished counter with
Respect,
single
bud.
soaps on it.
Thank you for
The
forcing me to do a whole bunch of shit now.
the old sign saying deducer
Deducer. It just looks
Deducer.
like deducer.
and
Yeah, it's a technical
the old sign saying
twist
deducer.
to figure out that fun.
Yeah.
You find it cracked, hidden in an alley behind this pile of scrap wood.
I'm on my knees clutching it. Those rat bastards. Hey, it's a smelling soap shop now.
The music swells.
That's really-
This cannot stand. I have a new life mission. To get rid of this soap shop. I'll handle this later.
Where's Bonnie?
Yeah, where's Bonnie?
I am going to burn a 3rd level spell
Oh yeah,
slot.
Cindy, all right.
Find Bonnie.
Where the hell are you?
I mean, you
Why
can
is there
try
a
her
soap shop?
if you, for free, since you have your fancy power.
Yes. I will
For
do
no
that.
spell slot whatsoever.
I will do that.
Cool.
Well, I just marked I made a bubble next to it itself that's like where I don't track the slot.
oh
It'll
yeah.
have
Yeah.
its own daily thing.
Yeah. It doesn't have a daily thing.
Yeah,
You can
I am very familiar with her.
Yeah.
Does that thing have the scry DCs on it? Like the other one, I think.
Oh
had
no,
the
I think
scry
you're
DC.
super familiar. So,
So,
I
like-
mean, just roll a d20 as long as you don't get a 1. I'll give you plenty of details.
Okay, 9.
So you cut to a camera in the corner. It's sort of run-down little house. You recognize it as a place that you've dropped Bonnie off at a few times on some rougher nights when protests were in the streets or something. It wasn't safe to walk home, and so yeah, you recognize it as her home. She's looking better than the last time you saw her. Nice gray silk clothes. Her house is well decorated, better than the last time you saw it. There's several sort of beautiful works of gold sculpture.
So that's where all my money went.
And several lovely works of art hanging from the wall. She seems quite happy, sipping a nice glass of wine.
Yeah, you've earned it, you bitch. I'll
Are you gonna hunt her down if she's a
that's not much of a hunt.
not
Your
hunt.
mother?
Sorry.
You know what? You guys have been nice. You're welcome to meet her, and I think you'll probably want to talk to her too.
A little bit. I'm curious.
Yeah, y'all can come.
Amen.
Still delivering stuff.
You could have completed it by now, maybe.
Yeah, sure.
Alright.
Took him several minutes to cast scrying anyway. So,
I come back, they're still standing there.
yeah. So at the
No, I'm on the ground clutching my. You're seeing me at my lowest moment.
Yeah.
I'm clutching my sign. I can see it now. There's it's like soggy from the rain and
Yep.
it's cracked a little
Yeah.
bit. The white paint is getting chipped and washed away.
looks
I'm like, "Hey, old
it
man."
smells as though something peed on it.
Rotten.
Hey, old man, you want a drink to help me? I'll pick yourself up.
He just sits there.
Man, Daryl's having a rough day.
Yeah, you get those.
Doesn't he have to, like, refilling?
No, that's what I got. Yeah.
Yeah. And so you own a Bonnie's house?
Yeah, let's go see Bonnie.
Might as well.
You traverse your way across the city to an area called the North Ward. It's a sort of poorer part of town, but sort of the middle income area. It's not fancy, not poor.
No, well, she'll take care of that soon enough, won't she?
You come up to the house you know that's hers. There's a lovely brass door knocker. Some brass letters displaying who lives there.
Hey, Daryl, is your mother the type of lady who would like her hand getting kissed, or is she not into that?
Bonnie is.
Bonnie.
his,
My mother's dead. This is Bonnie. She works for me.
Oh, okay.
So
Answers that question then.
a well-dressed older lady opens the door. Her hair is tied up in a neat bun. She's wearing fine silks. She opens the door.
Gray
and
doesn't look good on you.
yelps in surprise. Daryl, what are you doing here?
25 words each time, Bonnie. You could have let me know they took over the business.
I didn't think you'd be coming back.
You obviously took a payout and let them move the business. I understand. 25 words is all I'm saying.
Yeah, no hard feelings, right, mate?
Mine's Spike.
Are you gonna introduce us to Daryl?
No, he just opens the door. They start yelling.
Yeah.
This is Bonnie.
Pleasure to meet you, Bonnie. I'm Joy the Watcher. And I do...
She worked for me.
Oh.
What do you mean, Daryl? I'm your operator.
Come on, Bonnie. Come
I'll
on,
find
Daryl.
a new operator.
You're just gonna throw this nice lady on the street?
But Daryl,
She's in a house.
I've become accustomed to a certain standard of living.
Yeah.
This city is not common law.
What?
Common law marriage is like if you stay enough people together, like you split up and then they still get some of your money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no,
Waterdeep doesn't.
that's
have
not
law.
what I'm saying. I'm saying that
This
your
music is making
employment
things
has
really
been very
dramatic.
profitable for
Yeah.
me. So
Yeah, no shit. It's because you're stealing all
And I'd like
their
to keep
money.
that.
As of now, you're fired. I'll think about it.
No, Daryl.
Y'all can
Please.
talk to her. I'm out of here.
It's it'll be okay, man. I'm sure that you can.
What the fuck are you even?
First of all, I'm Cedar. Hi, I'm a Firbolg. Don't worry about me.
I'm still
Anyway.
just laughing.
It'll be okay. It'll be okay, ma'am. I'm sure if you just apologize to Daryl.
Apologize? I didn't do anything wrong.
That's sometimes you just have to. Anyway.
Well, thank you, ma'am. This has been a pleasure. And then I walk after Daryl, you know.
I'm sure if you try out for the job again, your quality of work will shine through, and he'll hire you again. But pleasure now. We must be going.
She sort of only greets your comments with sort of a stunned silence and closes the door.
As we're all leaving, I'm just kind of staring at her and just backstepping while still staring at her.
Just, very slowly and
Yeah.
subtly.
With your void eyes.
Yeah,
I should have
exactly.
asked what the fuck this guy is.
Who the fuck are all
It's
of
okay.
you?
She won't remember him when he leaves.
Oh yeah, that's a thing when asked us.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Got
Oh,
about.
kicker.
Very, very
Forget about it.
vague. Until you're in direct contact, you don't know who
Whatever the fuck that was.
I am.
Any of those people. Fuck them. Fuck that Daryl.
Fair enough.
I protected him for so long. Anyways.
Damn. Response.
No, she didn't.
She thinks that.
Yeah, I know she does.
Very confused.
That's why I put up with him for so long. But this was too far.
Too far.
She got rid of the headquarters.
Fucking soap.
My fortress of solitude. For soap? It's time to clean up this
Big
dirty
soap.
job.
Hate her off.
Oh god.
It's time to clean it.
All right. So
Give me
where
inspiration for that one. That's
Oh, fuck yeah, I'll take it.
where to? Where was this job that you got?
Some guy named Aquathug or something.
Aqua Thug Hunger Voice.
Yeah.
Sure, why not?
Yeah, I'm gonna go to the Blue Angel and get really fucked.
I'm gonna back up the old man, make sure he doesn't break his back, get him up the stairs.
Oh shit.
You little young piece of shit.
Yeah, we.
Daryl's just not in the mood. This is great.
He also really doesn't like young people, especially powerful ones. It really bothers him.
I understand.
Fair
That's
enough.
fine.
We can't have you cracking a hip or anything.
Yeah.
We need to watch
Are
out.
you with me?
Yeah, I'm on. Yeah, I'm with
We gotta look after
All
this
these-
Shit, he's
generation.
opening his binder.
Banishment.
Oh yeah, that would.
I know.
You
Any
guys-
second you can need to be put in the home,
I'm sure
And
his hip
one
is
day
just.
you're walking, the other day you're in a wheelchair. We can't have that.
How wise are you?
He's a paladin, so kind of a lot.
Well,
I mean, he's got plus
He's
5 and
charismatic.
everything.
Yeah,
If it's a saving
we
throw,
talk
he
a
has-
big game, but
his
I
lowest
on a
fucking
scale
saving
between
throw.
1 to 5, I'm a 1.
yeah, same.
I am a 5.
You have,
But
a,
all
you have a
his-
plus 1 and then a plus $5 saving throws,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Oh.
Actually plus 7. So
All
I'm
his
assuming.
saving throw, like the low. What's your lowest saving throw?
That'd be 6. That's my dex.
Remember, he sent us his saving throws. His highest.
And my
is
dex
like
is a minus
plus
1.
17
Oh,
or
God,
some
yeah.
shit like
I'm a
that.
minus 1 on my dex and I
Yeah,
have a
but I
save of
don't.
6.
The
My
only,
dex is plus 2.
things I do that require dex would hurt him. I don't want to hurt him. I just wanted him to
You
go
just wanted
away.
to fuck him up a little.
Wait a minute, no. Do it, I dare you.
You won't.
No, I can't.
You won't.
He's not from this.
No, your charisma score is I can't make you banished.
Well,
Do
he would
it.
have stayed there anyway,
Yeah, I can't banish him.
because he wasn't born on this
He
plane.
has to roll a 1 for me to banish him.
And then I
To
can,
be honest, yes.
Yeah.
And he
Would-
wasn't born
would you
on
like
this
to play
plane,
that
so he
game?
would have stayed there.
Not
Yeah.
yet.
I mean, it's not like he'd temporarily come back. He'd have to find his own way back too.
Yeah.
Because he's not born on this plane. He would stay there.
He's an Aasimar.
Yeah.
That's a thing that I'd never ever do until I did it.
Yeah, let me just go back to the plane where I got nearly murdered and thrown into the abyss from.
No,
It's fine.
no, like that's.
I don't want to hurt him. I
that's-
just want him to suffer.
No,
Water
no,
the
like no,
bridge,
that's
right?
too much. I was thinking like
Yeah, no,
I was thinking just a hold person that would make him stop talking.
Oh.
But
Yeah,
no.
you had to go farther.
Actually,
No.
Still, we're going with you. Though.
would I go back to my own plane when I go to the Supreme Throne? That's
No,
kind
I
of where I
think
was taken
plane,
in.
like wherever you were born.
Okay,
is the
so
plane.
I'd go to where I get murdered.
Aw, fuck.
All right.
I don't. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that.
Alright. Not yet.
No, like out of
had to think about
of the
it,
I don't think that's fair for the game.
Just
So,
punch him.
Yeah, no, I won't. No, like I won't cast banishment. Even though it only takes a 1, like I don't. That's not how you end a character.
Well, let's see. No, I would have lived.
Yeah. So no, I don't feel comfortable with.
So you're getting drunk.
At the bar that I'm eventually gonna ask for in my next job.
Okay.
Well, we should. I feel like we should just go there then.
Yeah, I'm
I
down to go
mean,
get drunk. In
why
a bar.
wouldn't I have fired Bonnie? I don't have an agency anymore. How would
makes-
people have known to tell her about the job? How would she give me more jobs if I
You
don't
leave her
have
out
an
in the street,
agency?
Daryl. You know.
I
You
mean,
just
put her out there.
She's got. Did you see the gold statues in? Oh, you may not have seen that because I saw that magically.
Oh.
Look, she's doing fine.
All right, I'll take your word for it this time, Daryl. But you know, I'm just saying.
You want me to cast Zone of Truth on ourselves and?
Look, I cast nothing. You know, don't get me wrong. I like casting Zone of Truth. You know, invading people's privacy and inner thoughts as much as the next guy.
You know what? I'll fail the saving truth and that. Blah, blah. I'll cast Zone of Truth on myself right now. I love casting Zone of Truth on people.
I do it.
It is manipulative. It's awful, but I love it.
Both of you stay away from me.
Well, it is the only way to know if somebody is telling
It's
the
true.
truth.
You
To
too.
be-
Okay.
All right, let's hit up this place then.
The Blue Mermaid, right?
Blue
Is that
Angel.
the
The
Blue Angel.
Angel.
the Blue Angel. That's right. That's what I told you.
Blue and
I'm gonna ask for that.
The Blue Angel is come up to a beautiful tavern. The facade was once painted with a nice royal blue color, but is faded in recent years. The sign outside says Blue Angel in block text, but no lettering or of any kind. It seems brand new almost. All the letters are lowercase. And plus A. So you enter, it's a nondescript bar, except sort of in the middle of this bar is a well. And sitting about this well,
Oh, hey,
strewn
I know.
about the
Well,
well are
that's weird.
tables. There are
It's a well of alcohol.
circular tables about the size and shape of the
Mug, yeah.
well.
How large? Oh, okay. I was gonna say this well. So it's just like a normal well size. Oh,
Some dude
okay.
swimming.
So the table's about the same size and shape as the
Size.
well. There's a bar across one end. There's a weird music. There's
no,
a
this kind of fits
No,
though.
I really
mean,
like it. Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
it's
it
because
fits,
like
it
there's
fits.
there's like a famous like restaurant in or like bar in Waterdeep that's like a big. It's called the Yawning Portal. You know.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's like a 20-foot wide hole in the middle of it, which is why I asked, like, oh, is it only like normal, like 4-foot well size? Like,
How big's
that
that
sounds
well?
weird. Just saying, is this just a well-sized well? But, like,
Oh yeah.
but yes, I had a reason.
You know what? This explains why Bonnie was nice in the note. Because she took everything from me.
This music.
That happens, you know.
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
I need new employees.
I mean, I'm sure if you just, she seemed like she wanted to work for you. So if you One thing you could do is
How
hire
are people
her.
gonna give her jobs? How are they gonna know to find her? How are they gonna know to find me? I have no
Got
place
you
of
there,
business.
Satyr.
I'm starting from nothing.
Well,
It took
I
me
got
everything to
Cedars
build
here,
that
you know.
place. And now it's a fucking soap bar.
Just
that's yeah.
This is so far.
You can find a new place and then ask the sleeping dragon how to
I
advertise.
just gave away the last of cash on hand I had.
Oh yeah.
Well,
I was wondering about that.
I am back to being an adventurer. I was like,
All right.
I am fucking back in it.
And let's hit the slopes, if you know what I'm saying.
On the slopes of dead
Exactly.
skeletons.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm getting too old for this shit.
Oh, he said it.
He
All
said
right, we have
it.
to do it
He
now.
said it.
Oh shit.
Yeah, no, I will go to the ranger and I will try to talk.
yeah. No, well, I think we're in there. 'Cause
We are.
He mentioned the well.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, that was the whole thing.
I'm dumb as fuck.
It's okay.
it's really every character you
Wow.
can do it.
Any of you know Fog? That's not Daryl's voice.
Yeah, you can take another shot at that one.
Daryl Deuce. Any of you know Fog?
So you sort of stride up to the bar, plunk your hand down, say what you said. The people next to you turn, sort of shuffle their bar stools away as the bartender sort of jumps at the mention of this person's name.
Ooh.
Okay,
What?
well,
Who?
you're probably gonna go let him know that I was
Who are
asking for him, so I'm gonna wait here until you get him.
No, I'm not going to do anything for you. I don't know who you are. Says the bartender.
Somebody around here is gonna heard that I mentioned his name. Word's gonna get back to him. I'll sit and have a couple of drinks. He'll find his
He's
way to
not
me.
Voldemort, man. Somebody's got to tell him.
I walk up
Yeah.
behind and I say, hey, you better give my boy Daryl here some information, you know.
Okay,
He might
so
be
you
an
know
old
what
fella.
You did there, what
but,
you
you
did
know.
there is that
I'm
you
not
used my
Daryl.
name.
Oh, yeah. I probably shouldn't have done that.
Yeah, I'm Daryl.
Well, I have an idea. We should, for when we're dealing with these people, we should probably develop a name for a sort of, I mean, not gang, because that makes it sound bad. But
Oh
Just
man, are we
a
about to
group
try
name.
come up with a party name?
Yes.
Oh, God. The Goon Squad.
So we got Goon Squad.
Okay.
Good squad's good.
Let's see. The Breakfast Club.
We just want to go with the Misfits.
We play in the mornings. It's a
Yeah.
breakfast
Yeah.
club.
Practice club is cool.
Egg roll club. That would be more relevant to us as people than us as
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
Well, what do we do?
We
Make mistakes.
We burn shit down.
Release
The-
evil spirits.
everybody makes
Release evil
mistakes.
spirits.
Everybody makes mistakes. Everybody
Yeah.
has those days.
Yeah,
Everybody
that's
knows
true.
what I'm talking about. Everybody gets that way.
Actually, no.
I
no.
th-
I'm
Um,
assuming it's a song.
yeah,
Yes.
it's Nobody's Perfect by Hannah Montana, aka Miley Cyrus.
Oh, God.
The Hannah Montana
Barack
Club
Fuck.
is
Yeah.
AKA
It's out
Frog.
there. It's out there. It's a possibility.
yeah.
Well, I'm not feeling particularly.
The Montana Gang.
The Anti-Conformity Collective.
No, I'm feeling like I just
Social
got.
Club?
I feel like I just got wiped back to square one, man.
Yeah.
I'm feeling like this is
This is a renaissance.
no, I'm all like my Daryl's feeling of mood is not good. He's feeling like he just got reset. You
Let's-
know.
Mm.
Oh, okay. I was thinking, this is like a second birth, so we should call it the afterbirth, I look around expectantly at everybody.
Tell them the afterbirth is coming.
Yeah.
Oh, you could go
I
You
mean-
burst
Skyrim.
in. Villain, who are you?
The
Afterbirth. Villain just like, who?
That sounds like The Undertaker.
I gotta say, Afterbirth is number one on my list.
You could go Skyrim and do the companions. But...
That's pretty good.
Mm.
Afterbirth. Afterbirth!
I think we can. We might want to table
Oh, I
this.
just threw my mouth a little bit.
Poll
It's true.
in Chat
Other side.
and
Oh,
yeah.
Make sure Bart can vote. Too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because he'd be just super confused.
Tell him
because I had
TBA
theme
is
all of a
coming
sudden.
for him.
Hey, just show up to the next session. All right, Afterbirth. Where did we leave off?
He's like, what?
Huh?
What the fuck?
Tell him insert party name here is coming for him.
The Afterbirth is coming.
Oh my god.
Who are we?
The Mighty Five.
The lemon stealing horse.
God damn.
Oh man.
The vampire stealing horse.
Yeah. Shit.
So the bartender is sort of still looking at you defiantly, Daryl. Says, well, Daryl, guess what your name is?
So it would seem.
You're asking after a man. Why?
He hired me to come talk to him.
That seems like a waste of money.
Well,
Who asked you?
Well, I'm getting paid. So
You.
what am I gonna do complaining? He wants to give me money, and you think it's a waste. That's fine. End of the day, he gives me money.
I don't know where he is. No one's seen him in a while. That's why I was being a dick. Sorry.
Insight check.
Go for it if you'd like.
Yo, hey, Daryl, you want to get this guy in your zone, if you know what I'm saying?
13.
Not yet. Also, I don't have it ready today.
Oh.
Where are you? +5. 18.
I mean, sometimes you just can't get the zone up.
And sometimes I roll a die
I get
on my laptop and it
Yeah,
reboots.
sometimes you just.
It's really
little
fucking
sore.
annoying.
That actually sounds pretty annoying, yeah.
Low on energy because you know.
Alright, what do I get on that
I mean,
18?
long day at work.
Yeah.
That 18,
Play some
you
ping
plumb
pong.
the very depths of his soul
Oh, fuck.
and determine that he really hasn't seen
Okay.
Dog for a while.
Well,
Well,
do you know
this is a
anybody
dead
who
end.
would be interested in finding him? Because I find people.
Sounds like you'd be interested. Sorry.
He's got you there,
I
Daryl.
just can't resist being an asshole sometimes.
Nah,
It's fine,
So
yeah.
here's the thing: is finding people is what I do for work, and I do it when other people pay me to. I'm not just gonna find him so he can give me a job. That means I just did a job for myself. I don't need to work like that.
You sound like you're better than that.
Yeah, I think so.
I think he's schmoozing you,
I have
Daryl.
I have a particular set of skills developed over a long career.
God.
I will find you.
Only if I'm paid.
Only if I pay that.
Do you know where else this man sort of resides or frequents when he's not here? Tharg? Whatever his name.
Thog. Thog.
Maybe like a cave that's possibly skeleton infested?
I mean, yeah. Right.
Thurg.
Thurg.
That's the guy who kidnapped you.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
I don't like Thorn.
He is mysterious. Only comes in here maybe once a month looking for a job.
Yeah.
Comes in here like you, acting like an asshole. So I treat him like an asshole. Last time I got him.
You
good.
know, I think if you ignore the voice, the things that I've said have actually been very polite. But it's just because I sound
You
like
sound like an
I have
asshole
resting
there.
bitch voice.
You do.
Yeah.
You really do.
It's kind of
What
true.
was the last job you sent him on?
That was great. It was a prank, actually. And see, he seems like a pretty strong kind of dude. So you know what I did? Was I sent him down that well. He points at the well in the middle of the
I looked
God
down, I
damn it.
looked down the
Okay,
well.
and that wouldn't happen to be the last time you saw it, now was it?
That would be. That happened to be the last time I saw
I'm gonna
it.
look down the well.
Like-
So here's the
I don't
thing.
think we're
Here's
dealing
the thing
with
about me is I'm an investigator and a detective.
God
and
damn
what I'm gonna guess is that he's still down there.
You might be onto something, Daryl, old chum.
You might be onto something.
And
Ghost.
you never saw him come out of there?
No.
Okay.
It's that old age. It gives him a third sense about these things, you know.
Third sense.
This isn't my first boy in a well situation.
Ah, boy in a well, now you're talking my language.
Is there anything
So,
down there
Ghost,
besides
you,
just like a well?
You glance down the well, and you don't see any water. It descends into shadowy darkness. further than your dark vision can reach.
I'm gonna drop a copper down there, and listen how long it takes to
Ow.
bridge land.
Oh!
Or if it hits anybody.
The copper
Who throw a coin?
The copper, the sound of copper falling through the air, which you can't hear. You drop the copper down and are never met with a sound. You wait for several minutes.
He fucking caught it.
Thank you.
Okay,
Ooh, tip.
I stick my head in the well and say, "Hey, is anybody down there?"
Is
Who
there
will
some
help
sort
me?"
of rope or other similar climbing device around the edge of the well?
I was gonna say
No,
you
nobody
s-
goes down there.
you said you sent him down there.
Yeah.
Is there anything?
Did
jump?
he jump?
Yeah. That was really funny.
It does
He
sound
did like
really
a
funny.
swan dive. It was great.
Did he really?
You realize you probably killed him, right?
Well, I mean, I
mean,
imagine
no.
that's the prank.
I never heard him hit the bottom.
That's a funny prank.
Does anyone know what's down this well?
All right, I
No.
jumped on the no.
I grab you, Daryl. No, you have so much to live for,
Daryl.
old man. You
I
got at
just
least.
lost my job. I just lost my body.
Daryl, you got at least another 10 years in you. Come on.
I mean,
Too
I
much
can
time.
I can go and explore down there if you.
Oh, turn into a bird or some shit, Cedar.
Yeah.
Turn into a fish, hits the salt
Whatever the fuck
bottom.
you can do. Guys, we should push him down the
happens
side.
in Critical Role.
Yeah, I was how wide is it? Like just checking.
-1.
Like,
1d6.
Oh, it's
-1.
about 3
Yeah, 'cause
feet
my
wide,
strength.
4 feet wide.
That's why I don't want to use it.
I
No giant spiders.
Huh?
yeah. I'm just gonna turn into just like
If
a
it was a
bird.
-2
It's like a
and
fucking
you
bat.
rolled a
Yeah.
1, does that person heal from your blood speed?
I don't know. I always used
I'm
it
gonna
as my
fly down and see
my Hex
how
Warrior
deep this
thing,
well
so
goes.
I never used it.
So you
For
use
the
your
-1.
bat sonar vision and sort of chirping your way down this well as you slowly descend. Eventually, your chirps, you continue to descend, your chirps bouncing off the walls next to you, but at some point, they simply disappear. You can sort of feel them not ricocheting off of anything at the bottom. It's almost like they're disappearing entirely.
In my inner thoughts, there's probably
The music from
a cave or something.
the music from the bar echoes down the small well.
All right.
It's not the type of portal, is it?
No, I'm gonna fly back up and okay.
Daryl
So-
jumps down, smashes
I,
him as he comes up.
So, I can't really tell because I don't know, bats can't really see. But from what I gather, there was rock around me, and then there was not, and there was just open space. So I think,
Open space or something removing sound?
I don't know.
I think there's some magic scuttlebutt here.
My personal bet is that there is an open cavern at the base of it. Perhaps if I created some sort of rope, or I don't know, that might not be the best way
I'm gonna,
down there.
How far down did you go?
What's the DC to like shimmy, like spider shimmy down?
15.
Any of you got some copper you don't care about?
Well, I got some copper here.
Nick, what copper are you least emotionally attached to?
I want to take 5.
There you go. I drop it into the old man's hand.
I will cast light on them
Cool.
and drop them into the hole.
Awesome.
Alright, well, I think that
Great
cedar
idea.
should go down there and be there when like the coins come down so you can see what's happening.
I go to drop them and then I wait.
Well, so that's like
You only have two.
Oh, but
uses.
Cedar already transformed back.
yeah,
Right?
yeah, it's transformed back.
Oh, okay.
And I only have 2 uses of wild shape, so I'm just like thinking if I don't know, I'm trying to be conservative. Up my door.
Can we ask Farro to use his arrow, or are we just not able to interact with
No,
him?
he's not around.
Okay.
Playing cards.
Where's that guy when you need
He's
him,
in the
you know?
cart,
Yeah.
drunk.
Drunk.
All right.
I really want to roll the 15
Glass houses.
strength check and shimmy down.
But
I also don't want to fall to my death, essentially.
what if you just tied a rope around your foot?
Yeah, I'll drop some light.
Cool. So Daryl drops the light down. You all crowd around the well. Music swells around you. Lively bar patrons continue to drink, ignoring your obvious fascination with the swell.
Sometimes I hate water deep.
And the lights slowly transform from coin-shaped into small pinpricks and then vanish.
I don't know what I expected.
They completely vanish. They don't gradually fall away, they go from pinprick to nothing, as though a cloth was passed in front of your eyes.
It's a portal or something.
Okay.
It's
I'm gonna roll that strength check.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna tie a rope to
Natural.
Meph.
Natural.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, actually, yeah, let's do that. Let's tie a rope to
For
me.
some safety.
Yeah.
Well, if you're
I-
safety conscious.
Pussy.
OSHA-approved dungeon
Exactly.
Natural 20!
Okay, the boy made it.
Ah! No kidding.
The boy continues to shimmy down. You listen to a clatter, clatter, clatter. And then, let's see.
God, what did you?
The,
You weren't expecting it.
not that I wasn't expecting it. I'm trying to think about how to describe it. Because I did a poor job writing and preparing for today.
My life.
Yeah. You descend further and further until you reach the point of no, where the sound doesn't continue below you. You hear nothing echoing back up the shaft of the well. And all you can see below you is black.
Can I like some sort of activated so you can like see where I'm at?
Well, you have yeah.
Say like with like 3 arms, you just go and then
Yeah.
go.
So you got the natural 20 all
Yeah.
out. The light sort of continues, but then continues below you as normal as you descend, but then slowly begins to recede until it's just below your feet.
Do you have any one of those coins?
It's just an utter
Daryl?
pool of
I-
Drop
blackness.
it down. While
I
he's
have my
there.
true sight.
I mean, he's
I see beyond
he's
that?
a big long
No.
sword.
I guess
Right?
that's
No?
true. Yeah.
At least there are no creatures on the other side of it.
Oh, I can't even see through darkness or anything with true sight then, okay.
What if you like kick it with your foot?
Can I go shimmy shimmy with my foot
Yes?
across it?
Yeah, the cat's gone, I know. Yeah, no. That's not a big deal. She gets out all the time.
Oh, okay.
It's not her first rodeo.
The cat's out of the bag.
Out of the house too. So so what are you trying to do? Exactly?
Like run my foot through where the darkness is. Just go.
Feel a sort of sickly tugging at your foot.
Yeah.
As though
Nope.
yeah, it's a mild tugging. You see you only dip your toe into it.
Yeah.
But this pool of utter blackness seems very attractive to you now. Fills you with a sense of yearning.
Day 495 without sex. The black pit in the corner.
Do I need to roll a save or anything?
No.
All right.
What if we just fucking jump in, guys?
Do I have to roll again to climb back up?
Yeah.
All right. What's my DC to climb back up?
50.
Okay.
All right, I got this rope on you, dog.
Oh yeah, the rope's still on me, so.
Yeah. Worst comes to worst, you get hauled up by your foot.
Hopefully it's like
as I'm like dangling halfway into the darkness.
I 4-foot tall man.
12 plus 3, that's enough.
Hooray! You
Oh.
climb your way back up, slipping a little bit towards the end, but make your way out.
Was that a save or a check?
Check.
That was a check, yeah. If it was a save, I would have added plus
That was
10.
a save. Yeah, God,
It was a good question, relevant question to ask.
So there.
Walking right outside the window.
I was like, what is that? Is that my music? I thought we were having joyous fiddles echoing down this deep pool of blackness.
So there's at the bottom. There seems to be this film of magical darkness. I kind of stuck my toe in to see what was going on, and it tugged at me a little bit.
Oh.
Yeah. I feel like going back in, but I kind of want a second opinion.
I think you should go back in there.
Just you.
Yeah, just you.
Second, just go again.
Yeah, just go back in there. Just yeah.
Check again.
Okay, I'll be back.
I was sort of joking. I can conjure animals and
Oh,
get
oh,
like
oh, no.
magical
Like the
shit.
first monkey being shot into space.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Oh, you can conjure animals.
Your
too?
dog has
Shit,
made
I
it to
never even
space.
realized.
Congratulations!
Great. How do we get him back? Oh.
So I can. How big is this well? Would it be big
3-4
enough?
feet wide.
Would it be big enough to hold a giant animal?
No.
Don't make it
Okay.
too cute, so I don't feel as bad when we send it to its
Most
process.
adorable bunnies.
No. I was gonna have someone ride something.
Oh,
down.
okay.
Oh.
Okay, I thought you just dropped
I'll
me
just
in
go
it.
back down there again. It's no big deal.
Alright, I think he's addicted, guys, but that's fine. We can use this.
He's addicted to the risk, the thrill.
Oh, God.
I climb back down.
The well is only.
I got a
3
16.
feet.
Hey.
The well's only like 3 feet though, so I don't know. I won't be able to fit any animals.
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Because that was my thought process earlier. Was
Alright, guys. Wish me luck.
I was thinking about
So what are you
doing
doing?
a
Climbing back
stuff,
down.
but I'm worried
What are you
because
doing
that
this
doesn't
time,
last
once
very
you
long.
arrive?
Oh.
You want to go in and I'll pull you back out?
Yeah, we can do that.
Do the old safety yank.
So you're just diving on in?
I will dive on in, yes.
I mean, not dive, maybe slowly walk in.
Yeah, I'll like
Good,
shimmy
good,
my way
good,
slowly in. Look.
you can yank if
Give
you
him
want
like
to.
5 seconds.
Leave your
So you stick your foot into
Because
this
if everyone's
black
like,
pool,
yeah,
searching for a
Well,
foothold and
depends on
find
the-
nothing to your left or your right. So you stick one foot in. Do you continue? You can't. You won't be able to shimmy. You might just fall.
Just like at the water parks where they tell you to cross your arms,
Yeah.
and straight your legs.
Oh, God.
Oh no.
I got the hold on the thing right now. I'm ready to, if in case
So you watch as
You're fishing.
Mephistopheles' light disappears from the bottom of the tunnel, and the rope suddenly goes limp.
Oh.
Oh, fuck.
Well, that wasn't a good idea.
He's gone though.
Is
Do
he
you
dead?
Wait, pull up the rope.
I pulled the rope really hard. I'm assuming
The
nothing.
rope comes up to the top, the end frayed and cut.
Oh shit.
Okay.
Y'all right?
Did you?
What's going on down there?
Y'all right down there, buddy?
Wait. Oh God. Ah shit.
Shit. So.
Do we know
what
about
could
the
this
top?
be?
No what?
That he's no longer on the rope?
Yeah. So wait.
Yeah, I
we're
pulled
showing.
up the ends.
Yeah.
Well,
It's frayed.
it's cut.
Okay, I have some things I can try.
Scribe for
Yeah. Right.
Oh, you
Yeah,
can
but-
scribe.
Well, that'll let us know if he's on this plane.
That's true.
Oh, that's a
Can I-
possibility. Oh.
So I used my daily use.
No, you have your
Spell slots.
your
Right.
power
Yeah.
is not limited daily.
What's it limited by?
Not.
I can just scry all the time.
Yeah. You paid a cost for it.
Your
So.
life just got a
friend.
little bit better.
It's
Just for the voice change?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's just like, oh, I feel so much better.
I
I'm
feel-
not starting from square one anymore.
I have no building. I have no
Yeah.
place of business.
Try everyone all the time.
That's annoying.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was thinking about it, but like, come on. Yeah. I'll scry on Mephistopheles.
Wonderful. Mephistopheles, you find yourself in a dark, dripping cave, but you have true sight, so it's not dark. You see various pinpricks of water falling from the ceiling, landing the soft flick on the wet stone below you. You're in a large cavern, and far, far at the top of the ceiling is a similar black pool.
Portal.
Indeed. You're not surrounded by anything, you're not being threatened by anything, it's simply an empty cave.
Is there a way out? Or
There
it-
is. There's a arched entrance, sort of some carved into the side of the cave wall over a tunnel that leads off of it, an archway carved into various reliefs of wizards casting spells, monsters dying. Then on the other side of the archway, the monsters are eating the wizards.
I will remember this. I'm gonna deactivate my sun sword so it's dark. I'm gonna.
Makes no difference to you, obviously.
Yeah, and it makes no difference to me, but whatever else is down here will make a difference too.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm gonna have my glaive out as I walk forward.
Cool. You watch Mephistopheles walk forward. What's the duration?
I watch
on-
him.
Yeah, you're
He's on
seeing
the
all
pl-
this
he's
as
on
well.
this plan.
Okay.
What's it looking like, Daryl? Is it looking like he's in a safe place?
Safe, I would not say.
Safe for them, I'm not.
But you can see him.
I see he's down there. There's a. It seems like as you go down, there's just a break
Right.
where once you're there, you're committed.
Well, we already got one guy committed. What say we get everybody committed?
Yeah, this is yeah, I feel like that's kind of where we
What
gotta
do
go
I
right
care?
now.
One for
I don't
one
have
and
a-
all for
I
one.
don't have a job. I don't have a. I don't
You gotta
have
go
a
down
family.
before you go up, Pally. And then I take a big swig.
And fuck it, I really need the money. I can't believe I've been reduced to this. You know, kings, you know, nobles, you know, everybody, they need me now. Oh, fuck.
Oh, buck up, old man. Let's
That's
go.
rough, buddy. And then I'm gonna turn into an owl, a giant one.
Cool.
And wide enough to fill the.
Could a man possibly ride that owl?
No, I was gonna try to pick people up.
Oh, okay.
If possible.
Being the small well that it is, you can
Oh, yeah.
probably only fit yourself.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And they probably can't ride the
Mhm.
spide.
I mean, Meph pretty much just
Justin's
jumped in.
feeling lucky. Oh, no, he's not. Okay.
Let's see.
Almost.
I want to turn to the waiter or the dude, the dude who was talking about giving out jobs. Hi. Yeah. Excuse me.
Did your friend go down there?
Yeah.
That's the funniest shit I fucking heard.
I was about to get.
Is there another way down there? That's more easily accessible to a large number of individuals.
Yeah, you jumped down the well.
Mm-hmm.
Just one at a time.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
How many people are in the bar upstairs right now?
About a dozen.
There's a dozen of them. Do the people seem to like this guy, who's being such an asshole to us? Do they laugh at his jokes?
Yeah, a few of them. A few of them chuckling at his jokes.
Probably not too attached.
I know
to
you're-
it.
I mean,
know
most
you're
of them
thinking.
are paying
Yeah.
money to be here, so
I kind of want him thrown down the pit.
Yeah, no, what is that? This guy's kind of an asshole.
I mean, Daryl might not want, but Max wants him.
Can we ask him how long has the well always been
Lost him
here?
in the sun.
Since before the bar was here? Or?
yeah, as long as I've owned the place.
None of you guys know Featherfall, do you?
No.
Well,
Alley-oop?
well, I guess one thing I can do is I could
I'll shimmy down the
Did
hole
Meph look
like
hurt from
he
the
did.
I could go down as Spider Cedar and then I could create a giant web to catch you when you fall.
Do you know Featherfall?
I don't.
Just
but-
so okay.
I heard a mention of shimmying.
Yeah, I'll just try to shimmy down.
Cool.
The old fashioned way. 6. I'm gonna lucky that because I
Cool.
can do that.
Yeah.
Okay, well that works.
Gotta love luck.
With no protection, shimmy
Yeah,
your way
yep.
down. You slip a bit, but you're cool.
Yep.
You're lucky. Catch a break
I'm a
by
lucky boy.
catching a little spur of rock that
Mhm.
poked out of the well-laid brick that lines this well.
Not so well laid then.
And yeah, very well laid well, if you might say. Set me up for that one, Matt.
He did.
I was gonna pass that one by. Let that one lie.
Immediately call attention to it.
And you come to the same realization that Meph did. You stick your foot below the blackness, can find nothing to find purchase on. So it's a commitment.
I commit. Yeah.
Cool. You plunge through this thing. Blackness fills your vision for a brief second, and then with a flash you arrive a few feet above hard stone floor and land with a great clatter,
Dang.
startling the shit out of Mephistopheles.
Hey, what's up, man? I say with my back on the ground, just like, hey.
He didn't take any damage or anything?
No.
Okay. Is it like
Like he shimmied.
It might just not I don't know, absorb falling.
Well, I wasn't sure because it was like a black. I wasn't sure if the layer just changed.
That's true. Yeah.
Falling. So yeah, I figured it.
I mean, you can always find out.
Yeah.
Oh, why not? I'll find out. I'll jump in.
I was just gonna say, I'm starting to think we can just be okay just jumping
Probably.
in.
The other guy did.
I have
Yeah.
90 hit points. I'm good. Probably.
God, on my fucking secondary character, I rolled so many 8s on the hit die. Like, it was
Ooh, that's good.
insane. He has
I
like-
always just go with the
he has like 115 hit points right now.
rounded up one.
My rogue has 113.
Oh yeah. You got 20 kind of the Constitution, right? That'll do it.
So you're all
Carnivore.
sort of plunging down into this.
Darkness.
Yeah. Plunging down. You just jumping into the well, or are you shimmying?
Yeah, I was, on my jump, I would like to, ready wild shape on the off chance that it hurts
Cool.
Ghost, because she said she was just gonna jump in, and I'm going after her.
Cool. You both plunge down the well, and with a flash, pop out exactly where Joy did, landing just a few feet above hard stone floor, clattering with a great crash in a pile next to Joy.
And this is darkness.
It is very dark in here.
I will
Auger
slide
too?
down the rope
Auger too?
as far as I can.
There is no rope.
The rope, the one that was sprayed earlier.
Yeah, we were just.
That
I was
was
just
that was
holding it.
that was tied to me. That wasn't tied to anything else.
Yeah.
He was just holding it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he took it with him.
Okay.
No, I'll just jump.
I will try and shimmy down as far as I can before releasing at the black pit.
Cool. Athletics, please.
Okay.
Which may not be
Before
Daryl's
I
fault,
do
right?
that, I am
Yeah.
blowing a 4th level spell, which I'm putting
Hey.
Death Ward on myself, and it lasts for
Oh,
8 hours.
All right.
Nice.
Uh,
I thought you said you didn't have anything to live for, old man. Why are you being so careful?
I'm
He
a bitch.
really wants the job.
Yeah.
Athletics.
Yes.
15. 17 minus 2.
Nice.
Oh.
So you begin shimmying down the well slowly, but it's a little damp. You lose your grip and plunge, yet screaming down into the black pool at the bottom. And then with a yell, you emerge. And slam onto the ground.
Bonk.
Everybody, your party is standing around you, concernedly looking.
You okay,
to
dude?
find out why you're screaming.
Does that break like every brittle bone in your body?
You're really steering into this.
I really am.
Tomorrow I'm gonna have to choose some new spells.
Wait,
What do
so
we see around
who
us?
can and can't see in the dark?
Yeah, I would like to.
I
I
can't.
cannot. So I'm gonna druid craft a fire in my hand, or actually no, produce
I can
flame.
light.
Yeah.
I can just make
These
a
old
bunch of
folk, they
light.
can't see in the
Ooh.
dark.
But like as objects.
What's wrong with
Don't
Oh,
get him.
okay.
I thought
Yeah,
it was,
yeah,
I
Just
thought
didn't
we
make
were
it
trying
into
to
the
leave
devil,
lights
Mephistopheles.
I
out.
know.
Trip, yeah.
Hey, it's in his name, alright?
It's
Can't
literally-
judge you.
yeah.
I
I
thought we
will
were trying to
judge.
leave lights out so that there's like stuff.
Good.
I want to touch Mephistopheles' mask and cast light on it.
Ah!
On the outside of it, though. I want the outside to be.
So in
there.
stark relief, you can see his lack of eyes.
Yeah.
And
He got even more creepy.
yeah, sort of
It's
this
just like a
ball of light
glowing
right
floating
between his
mask.
eyes.
All right, I'm gonna follow that.
Can't do anything about it.
No, but he's got the true sight. You know?
Yeah, yeah.
He can go wherever.
Yeah, I
just follow
can.
him.
Yeah, yeah.
I guess I'm just a flashlight now.
You do a lot
Grab
of damage.
Mephistopheles and point him in a direction. What do you see? Flashlight. Look with your special eyes.
Bastards.
So wait, what do we see around us?
It's a
What do your elf see?
rough-hewn cavern.
My brain-
It's about 50 feet tall, maybe another 50 feet wide. It's a perfect semi-sphere. Off of the cavern leads a single hallway, an arch covering the edge of it, depicting bas-reliefs of
Yeah.
what I described before, the wizards killing monsters, the monsters killing wizards.
Yeah, they got what they deserve.
Oh, Jack, cat's back in your room.
Oh,
I guess there's only one way to go.
how do you know that?
Your dad told me.
When?
Wait,
When
did
he
you
was
leave?
playing with the chickens.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
I did not notice.
I casted sending with your dad.
Yeah, pretty much.
cat's okay.
I was busy writing. I didn't notice you.
He casted alarm in your room and it just went off.
Let's see.
Fucking with you guys.
Yeah, no, my brother sent me this text like with a period, so you could tell he was angry. He's like, the cat left your room. I'm like, yeah, she's.
Why
gonna
doesn't he
come
like
back.
the cat? Like,
No, because he was upset that the cat got out because she's an indoor cat normally.
Oh, hey, I found the purple
But
pencil.
she always comes back in.
Whoa.
Had to throw it.
You find yourselves in this nondescript cavern. Creepy bas reliefs on one over the arched entrance.
Ugh. Creepy.
Can I detect anything undead if I cast it?
You would have to cast it to find out.
Well, I cast it.
Divine sense.
Divine sense.
Divini sense.
Divinity.
Your divine sense yields an unmistakable stench emanating from the hallway.
Let's go to the hallway, guys. I walk to the hallway excitedly.
Well, there's nowhere else to go.
There's only one hallway.
I know, and I'm excited to go there.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I chase after Joel.
I'm trying to like.
Yeah, you know what? Actually, I'm gonna just pick up the pace and I'm gonna cast haste on myself, and I'm gonna run.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna go real fast to the hallway.
Real.
Gotta go
Joy,
fast.
wait.
No, I'm going too fast to wait.
Gotta go fast.
Gotta go fast.
The hallway curves slightly to the left and is incredibly long. You run for what seems like miles.
Oh god.
Oh jeez.
I can
Running
do
a
it
marathon
too.
here.
Joy just taking off into the distance, but it's a long curve, so eventually he disappears out of sight.
Fuck.
Yeah, pick up the pace, guys.
You
Runs
hear
back.
his
Hey,
voice.
come back.
Yeah.
Come on, guys. What are you doing?
Have you guys ever hiked with a herding dog, like a dog with
Oh, yeah.
tendencies?
Mhm.
They do
Oh.
that. They'll like run.
Yeah.
And they'll come back and make sure everyone's saying. And they'll come back and make sure everyone's saying.
That's great. Oh man. So not getting anything? Nothing attacking me?
As you pass down the hallway, eventually the babble of voices begins to fill the air.
Ooh.
And oh my god, it's like the most quiet, creepy cave noises.
Oh god.
Now they're
And,
louder, creepy caves.
All right. As I hear the voices, I'm also going to cast a mirror image, which doesn't require concentration, so I can do it.
Oh, nice.
So there's going to be 4 joys all running really fast down the hallway.
So actually, new mirror image is now just sort of your form is really
Oh,
blurry.
okay.
Old
sure.
mirror image was like that. So,
Okay.
So it's like blur and blur.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's sort of like a better blur almost. Where now it's like all of your images occupy the same square essentially.
Mhm.
So there's like it's like drunk doubles where it's
Oh,
like
okay. Yeah, I get you.
four
I'd say
joys
it's like
shifting.
right in front, like an inch in front of you each time.
I feel like drunk doubles where it's just
Yeah,
like
I
where it's
get
just
you.
like shifting constantly and it's hard to hit.
Mm.
So then that is,
All right.
So then the spell's mechanic is they smack you and sometimes hit the mirror image.
Yeah,
instead.
exactly. Yeah.
So great, you cast that.
And I dash up to where the voices are.
4 joys exit the hallway into a far more massive cave. This cave is open at 2 ends where sunlight sort of appears to be far off in the distance. And the bottom half of this cave is full of water. But on the top of this cave, the back end where you're entering, there's a wood frame city has been erected. Many dock houses and boats, sort of reformed boats, made into houses. What's that?
What scale?
Full on city.
Not really city scale, but like 3 distinct layers of houses, maybe a mile in length.
Like this is huge.
It's an actual
enormous
town.
cave. The
It's
cave
an actual
is
town.
of a mile or so in diameter. Yeah.
Woo!
The water on either end is populated by boats, which are streaming in and out of the 2 smaller tunnel, or the 2 large tunnels that lead off. These tunnels are, of course, ship-sized. And over all of this, casting a sickly green light over the entire area, is a floating skull.
Oh.
The skull's teeth are open in a huge, unearthly snarl as enormous green flames wreathe.
How close is it to me?
It hovers over the harbor section where all the ships are, sort of slowly turning its head and examining the city below it. Is what it looks
Oh,
like.
dang.
And congratulations, you're playing Out of the Abyss.
So I can't reach it right now, right? Correct?
No,
Correct. No, it's
in Skyrim in Blackreach. It's that giant metal orb.
Oh,
It's like
you can
yeah.
actually shoot and summon a dragon.
Dragon.
Yeah, I remember
shooting
doing that.
yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'll cast Firbolg after this.
As you're sort of standing marveling at this sight, your party catches up, much
Hey,
the more
guys.
out of breath from you
What the
guys than
fuck?
you are.
Is the light still on my mask or is it gone right now?
Lasts what, an hour per level? So you got a long time.
God damn it. I swear I will rip my mask off to get
No,
rid of
it's
it.
not. This cave isn't in
Walk around
complete
like a bag
darkness.
over your head.
Lanterns hang from the various shanty-like buildings around you.
If I turn my mask off, it's 12 people damage.
Weird,
And myself.
otherworldly moss and lichen grows on the side of these wooden buildings. Some of the buildings seem more moss than wood.
Interesting.
This is so
Do we
cool.
see the people who are living in the buildings?
Not at the moment, no. You're tucked away in the back section of this. The voices. There are not many voices fill the cavern.
get rid of
Cities
this
where
light?
people seem to be somewhere.
Hey guys, you want to just try attacking that big green skull?
No.
Like
No.
This is really,
No.
disadvantageous.
I'm looking up everything. I don't know.
The legend lore is
I feel like we all
Am I
attack at
able
the same
to
time.
dismiss the
If we
light
attack all at the same
Yeah,
time,
totally.
it might just possibly
Okay,
die.
Well, you know, hey.
It's very tempting to engage, but I don't know. What if it's a trap? I feel like we should sort of explore this town a little bit more that it's hovering over.
I'm
Giant
just hoping
flame
it doesn't
skull,
sneak up-
giant
I wanna do
fireballs.
it
It might be important to the city. We don't
kinda
know.
wanna do it stealth.
Oh, we think I just assumed it hostile. I'm a paladin, you know. I see
No, I
undead,
know.
you know. I get the GBs, you know.
Yeah.
GBs.
Is most of the light
Depends
coming from
how
the
we look at
skull,
me for too
or
long.
is it?
I wanna do it stealthily.
Most of the light is coming from the skull, but strung on strings are small lanterns.
Okay.
A particularly large string leads down a set of stairs in front of you, curving to the left and right. You can see its distinct red pattern leading down deeper into the city.
Okay. Why don't we explore the
Or
city?
shantytown, to be more
We could
accurate.
probably find your guy there, Daryl.
Yeah.
I could just scry. Yeah.
Your guy?
Yeah.
I mean, you know his name, so yeah.
Actually,
Check would be
yeah.
hard, but
I feel like you should try that, yeah.
At least see if he's here.
Yeah.
I mean, if he's dead, the scry doesn't happen.
Well, then we'll know.
And then we're stuck down here.
Yeah, just
For no reason.
scry.
Really should have done this first, to be honest. But
how
hey.
long does your smelly last?
My which one?
Your smelly power?
Divine sense.
Oh, divine sense. I think it's like a minute.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. So do I still am I getting anything here? Is it?
Oh yeah, you popping it again?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
pop it in.
The stench of undead and sort of the varying odors of evil wash over you.
Ooh.
Probably
It's
this
like
entire
a
city.
yeah, it's almost like a bouquet of evil scents, as if you had
That's,
condensed the essence of every evil creature you can think of into a rose.
That does not
Put
sound
them all
too
together
good,
under
guys.
your nose.
Oh, fuck.
You might want to be.
It's just gonna be like that one undead city from Walking Dead. The what was it, like the dead inside don't enter, or I forget. what it
The
was.
Walking Dead. They have an
Yeah,
undead
that's
city.
the
That sounds a little.
Well, no, it was just like it was like a whole neighborhood where they thought it was safe,
Oh,
but then
okay.
there was like a hidden
don't
sun.
dead open inside.
Yeah, that's it.
Don't do it.
Oh yeah.
I could probably walk right through this place without harm.
I'm not scared.
A little
I
bit.
don't know. I don't want
Little
things to notice us.
Little bit.
Bet.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Maybe.
No kidding.
Oh god.
My name is Kimmy.
Tomorrow in the afternoon?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Alright.
Is everyone gonna be watching the World Cup tomorrow?
I have not watched the World Cup before tomorrow, and I will not. I will continue to do so tomorrow.
Yeah.
Or something.
Any
Yeah.
what would you guys like to do? Follow the red
I
path of
guess
lamps?
we got nothing else to
Could
do.
Set off on your own.
Yes.
Were you gonna scry?
If you guys want me to, yeah.
Yeah,
Explain.
It might be worth it.
Belgium 2, England 0.
Okay.
I mean, that way we at least know what to look for.
He needs to make
that going
a
for-
saving throw. The DC I think is gonna be like
16 or
like
something?
like 10 for him. No, because it's like I have weak connection to him, which is like -5. So it's like it's my spell DC
-5.
-5, and then yeah, I'm not sure. There's rules on scrying.
Knowledge is he gets +5 through his save because it's second-hand
And
knowledge
it's
of
against
this
my
guy.
spell save DC.
Yeah, but he gets a +5.
Yeah.
And
So
then,
my DC is 16.
But if you have like a possession of his or a garment of his, then he gets -6.
So you get the
to his
scent,
save.
you know?
Right. So
But he gets +5.
He plus his. And it's a wisdom save.
Probably. Yeah. Yeah.
So his wisdom +5 against 16.
And so you reach for this power that you've now acquired and find it gone. Not tapped out, but completely gone.
Wait.
Did you see him?
No, I gotta. I'll use a spell slot.
Cool. You reach for your celestial powers, easily consume them, and but feel rebuffed, as though he I don't know what the RP is for he made his save, but he made his save. I'm not really sure how it works with.
It's like
spells.
knocking out a
You
door.
like-
You heard him, felt
You-
him resist.
He knows they said someone
Bless
tried to
you.
look at him.
But did it
Uh,
still go through?
No, it's like it like.
Bless you. What?
So there's a difference. There's a difference between he's not on this. There's a difference between he's not on the plane, or /dead.
Oh.
Not being on the plane or /dead is like the
boy.
same
I keep
thing.
messing
Like
with it,
where
so-
there's
Oh,
just
yeah,
there's no connection. There's no. I don't even like. I feel like the radio waves not even leave. But then I think, well, at least the way I've seen it done before, has been that if they resist it, you like see an image of their face and they like are like what, and, you know, like.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but they don't show you where you're at, but you know that they resisted it.
Yeah, so you see okay, I like that. So you see a brief flash. He's a half-orc, large underbite with a huge fangs sticking up from below his jaws. And he's wearing a gray head wrap over dark green hair. He sort of looks confused, looks off into the middle distance, and then his face vanishes.
Okay, well, he doesn't want to be looked at.
I wouldn't
fair.
either with that face.
All
With a
right.
face like that.
Well, we know he's here.
Only
though,
my
don't
mother
we?
should look at me.
We know he's here though, don't we?
No.
Or what? Didn't you scry on him a moment ago? Or
Didn't work.
I also seem to have been nerfed appropriately.
Oh, no, that was
I-
always intended.
I lost the powers as his fade eventually.
Yep.
Does he still have true sight?
Yeah.
it could be like an X amount of uses per day thing, where instead of just one, you get like 3 or something.
Oh, okay, cool.
I don't know.
The sarcophagus lied to me?
What?
What a surprise!
Pretty
What?
Nice.
Evil
Okay.
what?
Awesome.
So I guess the only thing we can do is enter the city.
Yeah, might as well.
Yeah.
You follow this
You guys
path
get a good
down.
vibe on this place?
Oh, I love it.
Yeah. Do I notice anything funky, a la perception checks and the like? Or, I don't know.
Sure. As you descend, I'll take perception check from anyone who'd like to make one.
I'll make one. Damn.
I have
Damn.
None.
Nope.
Damn, Daniel.
That is a
How
12
long, has
How's
it
captain.
that?
been, how long
That's
has it
an
been since we
8.
entered
What'd you
the
get? 16 plus 1?
About an hour.
Okay, so I have 7 hours left on death roll.
Cool.
17 on perception.
Cool.
Bad.
Who's the highest?
I have a passive perception of 23, and that
Oh, that'd be
is 21 active.
Cool. So anyone 20 plus. Actually, we'll start with the lowest so that we just build on information. So 5,
Damn it.
10 below, anybody?
Me.
Cool. Ghost, Joy, 10 and below. You notice that the denizens of this city, as you descend the rickety staircases, are not humanoid in any way. Some are, some aren't. These mix of human and non-human creatures seems to mirror that of the city above. 15 and below. Notice that not all of these creatures are creatures you would see in a normal setting or a normal city. Some of these can be, some of them are lithe, skinny elves. Some appear to be constructs made of metal and wood and magic. Still others appear to be varying different types of otherworldly creatures you never clapped eyes upon before. Those of you 20 plus or 15 and or above 15, we'll say, notice some of these live elves are not in fact elves, but the dark-skinned drow. There are you see several of them walk by as though nothing is amiss, not even bothering to try to hide their faces or their light hair. You also notice smaller green flame-wreathed skulls that patrol the streets. You look down one long alley and see at the far end a skull with almost a green flame body standing before a drow with torn clothing and blood spilling out of a wound. The skull reaches a flaming hand, wraps it around the drow's throat and lifts it off the ground.
Oh, dang.
And then slams it to the floor.
So we're definitely in the Underdark right now.
Yeah.
It's clear that this creature is now dead. The skull dissolves its flaming body and begins to float down the road again, resuming its patrol. But it isn't limited to drow. There are other creatures around, humans, small dwarves, other, as I mentioned, constructs before. It's quite the diverse set, though the stench of evil, even if you don't have Joy's evil-smelling abilities, reigns strong here. What would you like to do? Could continue down the path?
Have any of them noticed us yet?
Several walk past you, paying you no mind.
Oh, okay.
Your companions of the Paladin persuasion aren't exactly knights of valor who are going about singing the praises of various good aligned gods. So
We're
they
pretty
don't
much
really
the
give off
perfect
that
party to
vibe.
be down here.
Yeah, you guys picked the right time. One of your paladins is evil.
The other one's Oathbreaker.
The other one's Oathbreaker, so you're pretty good.
Yeah.
Daryl doesn't put off the sort of good guy vibe. Yeah.
If anything, it'd be Farro. That would give off a vibe.
Of also evil. Or at least chaotic neutral.
Oh yeah, he's neutral, I forget.
Perhaps Cedar is the most good aligned.
Yeah,
person
I'm
around.
neutral good.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm a little
Little on edge.
yeah, but I'm I mean, like, I don't know. I have faith things will get back to the good old days eventually.
Fighting vampires.
Yeah. With the whole.
So do you guys think if we get in a fight with one of these skulls, all the skulls are gonna like attack us?
Yes.
Yep.
I'd say.
Yeah.
I don't think this is a place we take a fight right now.
Yeah. It's a pretty rough and tumble city.
I mean, we're
Just mind our own business.
We're pretty rough and tumble people, but
Yeah.
we still don't want to make too many unnecessary enemies all the same.
Yeah.
I don't know if we could even make any unnecessary friends.
Well, one thing is certain though is that this is still a place where people live and go about their day. So, do you know anything else about that man, or just his name, Thog?
Do you know where he would
Just
go?
his name, and I've lived in Waterdeep most of my life, and I've never heard of this place.
Okay.
Okay, we should probably go and.
How? Speaking of never heard of this place, how well versed would you say Daryl is in old history?
Old history?
Ancient history, one might call it.
I am gonna run to the kitchen.
Cool.
I have
Nice.
expertise in history.
Oh, okay.
Amazing.
So you know a lot of history. You have heard of a place but never visited called what is it called? The Undermountain.
Oh shit!
The a network of tunnels, caverns, and enclaves of evil that lie both under the mountain of Waterdeep, called Mount Waterdeep. Everyone knows these Waterdeep games, and also sort of forming rabbit warren level tunnels under the city of Waterdeep itself.
I mean,
The,
I've heard rumors of maybe a place like this, but this couldn't be that. This is huge. It's so strange.
Well, where do we start here, you know? We're just looking
Yeah.
for one orc dude.
I mean,
The guy at the tavern said that he would come in regularly to look for jobs, right?
I don't know if he's down here.
not really gets pushed down the hall.
Where would he go if he's down here?
Is there any place that looks kind of like a tavern nearby?
An undead evil tavern.
So you proceed down this long path of red lit lanterns and find, as you get closer to the harbor, the buildings get a little nicer. They're made of stone or rock, and there's a sign hanging out of one of them with a mug of ale, large head of foam sticking out from above the mug.
This place
No
is,
words on the sign.
This is where the
just
glitzy
ale.
fancy skeletons, you know, hang out.
This is pure
obviously.
evil. There's too much froth on that head.
The head's just boiling over. It almost looks like a mushroom fire.
Oh
Oh
god.
shit.
What horrible monstrosity did it pour like that? You know?
This is a place of pure evil. If no one's objecting, I think we should go to the tavern. Let's
Oh god, I hope there's a skeleton bartender.
In fact,
There's
the
a-
bartender is a skeleton.
Yes.
The kegs mounted on the walls are adorned with bones, sort of bleached with age.
And
And,
there's a skeletal trumpet band in the corner.
Oh god, I hope so.
This tavern's unlike any you've seen before. The tables made of a normal wood, chairs made of a normal wood, but their inhabitants are strange creatures. Races like goblins, half-orcs, and kobolds line some of these tables, drinking merrily as though they're unaware of the fact that they're monsters destined to live on the fringes of society. They, most of the elves in this room are drow, but you see a normal, fairly small contingent of normal light-skinned elves, as well as a few dwarves. They're mostly pale-skinned dwarves, though you might never have seen before. And some are also, but some are look like standard hill dwarves you might see cutting into the side of a mountain or drinking heartily at a roadside inn. They appear to be.
Miss?
We're in a tavern.
We're in a skeleton bar.
We found a tavern.
Ghost tavern.
The bartender's
We
an animated
are
skeleton.
at this time currently unable to get off of Mr. Bones' wallet.
Yes.
I just want to get off of
And I'm Mr. Bones.
Yes. I think I'm gonna walk up to Mr. Bones then and say, "Excuse me, sir. We're looking for a particular person. If you could maybe help us out. Do skeletons like money? Is that what you want?"
Sort of clacks its teeth together.
I just imagine when you did that. I just imagine the skeleton looking at the camera like Jim from the office.
Yeah.
When this guy just talks to him.
Guys, I don't have very good luck with like skeletons and like
Hold
skulls in
on.
general.
Hold
Like,
on, I got this.
Alright.
I will burn a third level stone, bro.
Well, that's not fucking around.
Honey?
No.
And I will cast tongues.
Hot.
Hot.
Tongue that skeleton.
Yeah, but I can.
Just
I
mind
can,
flare. Just
if
mind
he has
barrel.
He doesn't
if
have
he
a
has
tongue,
a
though.
language, I can speak it at him.
Yeah, so the clicks are a primitive form of communication. He turns back to Joy, which translates to, "You want drink?"
I do
The you is
want
spelled
drink.
you.
Thank you. So I put down a gold.
Skeleton picks it up.
African languages can make like 100 different clicks.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Pulls a long draft, head spilling out over it. As it
It
plunks
doesn't look
down.
like one of those Dan Aykroyd's crystal vodka kind of thing.
Oh my god, I was just thinking about that. Yeah.
No,
Okay.
I have no idea what that is actually.
I know what it is. The Crystal Skull vodka.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Yeah, you mentioned that when we were in Japan.
I did, yeah.
It's made by Dan Aykroyd.
Dan Aykroyd, yeah.
Yeah, that's what
Where do you know it from?
My mom buys it.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
Oh, I've totally seen that bottle before. I know what you're talking about now. But no, he pulls ale out of an enormous keg mounted into the wall, or an enormous cask, I would say.
I mean, was I not going to get served by a skeleton? I'm taking advantage of this.
Plunks it down, takes your payment, whatever you plunk down.
And so I start slowly chugging it down while I'm assuming you would like to give him the
I'm
deets.
trying to formulate in my head a question that. Cause we are at a weak negotiating position right now.
It's
because
true,
We
it's
don't
true.
know shit, and we're new in town. And
I'm new in town.
I was just thinking that. I'm new in town, and it gets worse.
I'm gay. I have AIDS, and I'm new in town.
The skeleton's just like,
No, I'm not saying. But I'm just thinking I'm thinking out loud how do you talk to we need information, we need to know things, but we don't really have.
Have you seen Orc?
Have you seen
I haven't.
Yeah.
Oh. Good start.
Yeah.
Good start. But it's also since Flaming Skull killed Drow and Tree that's full of evil creatures, I'm pretty sure this is a strength and power based society.
Ooh, so I got to show the skeleton I mean business, is what you're
Right.
saying.
So I'm trying to walk that line. How do you get information? Yeah, this is tricky.
Alright, I try to intimidate the skeleton, which is a high, task to do.
sure.
And I say,
You've got charisma.
you tell us if you see Orc. And then
I have intimidating presence.
I'm gonna...
Okay, you're acting as translator.
Okay, yeah, exactly.
Specifically,
I'll re...
Why can't we just be cordial with everyone?
I was
Why do
gonna
we-
be
why do we
lucky.
have
I was
to-
gonna be lucky right there.
I'll do
Because
disadvantage,
because of
unfortunately,
big
because
skeleton
you're
melted
intimidating
the
through a
ground.
translator.
That's true. Okay, so then
And nobody.
18 and I'll roll the other
So
one.
I'm thinking this is a pretty interesting society.
6, okay, so that's 6, and then that's plus 5 for charisma, so 11.
Cool. Daniel didn't have to pee, they do now.
Okay.
Bastard.
Oh god, then this music, yeah.
For some reason, I'm imagining the soundtrack of the skeleton to be that one from Undertale where.
Oh. Oh yeah, that's the ghost one. Yeah, no, I know what you're talking about. No, the dummy. Oh yeah, no, that's a good one.
The skeleton sort of leans back, its hand creeping up the wall towards a big red orb.
Oh,
It's
shit.
got a security button.
I'm just gonna sit down at one of the tables.
Sorry, don't. Oh, did you press it?
No, not yet.
Wait. Hold on. Money? Click.
I'm trying to do this expressionless, but I can't because it's a skeleton. It's a
Yeah,
skeleton. It doesn't
yeah.
have any expressions. It's just
I say sorry and I put 10 gold on the table to show my sorriness.
what did you ask him?
Just literally
before?
sorry. Oh, I asked him.
You
Have
see
you seen
Orc?
Orc? And
He points
Orc.
at the orcs
Yeah.
sitting
Okay,
2 tables away.
I just forgot there was Orcs listening to that.
Orc, green hair, gray wrap.
Seen Fog?
Do
He
they
points
all
at the orcs.
Do they all look like that?
Without gray wraps, they all have green hair, long
green.
gray clothing.
Yeah.
Maybe we should
teeth,
go ask
the
them.
teeth.
Maybe one of them's dog.
No, I mean, yeah, that's I mean, maybe. We could also ask them if they've seen
Have
Fog.
we asked my name?
Yeah. I mean, maybe they've known other orcs down here. They might know Fog.
That's
you,
true.
You know
Might have
dog?
interacted with people down here.
I'm gonna have to get going, guys. I have work.
He sort of looks
So-
left and right,
Yeah.
That's chill.
shrugs with a clatter, shrugs his shoulders.
You've
We'll
been
leave it at
very-
there. You can continue to interrogate him next week.
You've been very helpful.